It is your Wednesday night sports delight, the platform sports talk show with yours truly, and back for the first time in a long time.
Man, what's up? It's Stan, baby.
There we go. When it's about sports,
it becomes our business, and business is starting to pick up. Stuff is happening.
It's slowly.
We got stuff to talk about.
Slowly starting to pick up. And do not be alarmed, folks. In the next few minutes, you will see our third member, B. Baker. He will be in the building very soon.
Dashing in like a bolt of lightning.
So, for the first time in God knows how long.
It ain't been that long. It's probably been...
It's been over a month.
Yeah, it's been a month. You know, I mean, it ain't like it was... It ain't like I was just like, nah, I just don't want to be here.
Right.
It's been a...
It was the Renaissance.
Good Lord. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but it's been a lot of stuff,
man,
going on. And well, this is one thing called the coronavirus going around, getting people sick and whatnot. So we just took safety precautions. You know, schedules were clear and everybody was able to be here.
Yeah. If you don't mind, further elaborate on your post that you left the other day about that.
About what?
About you were saying people at the job. You heard about people having the virus or being confirmed.
Oh no, it's no hearsay.
It is.
It's confirmed. They send us out a text every time. I got 2 more today, so that brings it up to 5.
Wow.
Yeah, I ain't been there in 3 weeks. I'm like, nah, y'all good. It ain't worth it. It's really not. So I've been at the crib chilling, calling in via phone. I'm here today. I'm just letting y'all know right off the bat, I was not able to watch episodes 1 and 2.
Oh no!
And I'm pissed about it. And when I went to go do ESPN Plus, they was like, "Hey fam,
man, got it."
I was like,
"Wow."
But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it somehow. I know somebody TiVo'd it. People still TiVo, right?
If y'all still TiVo,
y'all still got TiVo. Well, I mean, not the. I forgot what the
DVR.
There it is.
Okay.
I forgot that. I was just like, I know it used to be called TiVo. I forgot what they call it now. If somebody DVR'd it, can y'all? I don't know how that works.
Right. Go to their house.
Put your TV to the window. And I'm going to watch it from my car.
Right.
Did you just say to the all right. Okay. Yep. Strap in, guys. It's that kind of show.
Hey, I personally missed you, man. So it's good to have you back.
Man, it's
you
good
gotta
to
have
be
fun
back.
with it.
It's darker in here. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
Ain't as bright. It's okay. I got it now. Because that light's usually over there. So it's like bow. So it's like, oh, there's a dark corner. Yeah. I usually don't ever see said dark corner. I get to see the dark corner.
I set up shop, with my job.
Yeah, because they got you working from here.
Yeah. Okay. Then I got things set up for our show coming up Saturday. So
yeah.
A lot going on in the getaway.
Shameless plug.
There we go. That's how how I gotta do it. But yeah, so we have another great show in store. Last week, incredible show. Shouts out to John Albert III and also Trey Porter. Great guests, doing a whole lot for the community. Then tonight, it's a family thing. Got my cousins gonna be on the line later on. I see he's actually tuned in right now. And shouts out to all the other followers. He's getting ready. My cousin Lawrence and his son Xavier. Got my cousins on. We're going to talk about father and son in sports. Pretty much family in sports. And just have a nice little kickback, man. But of course, also, especially once B gets here, we will be discussing what he said he just missed earlier. But we're going to still discuss it. Because I know that Stan has a lot of opinions because he's a big Bulls fan.
I'm gonna watch
still
it
to this day.
I'm gonna get into it.
Still to this day, he's a big
we gonna
Bulls
come
fan.
back.
Yeah,
we coming back.
Coming back.
2022. We needed 10 years to get over D-Rose turn his ACL. We coming back. You laugh and watch. I'd have called the damn Chiefs. Don't mess with me.
Yeah. So once we get that conversation started, once again, we'll be talking about the first 2 episodes of The Last Dance that went down this past Sunday on ESPN and ESPN2. Of course, y'all had the option to watch the unedited on ESPN and then the edited version.
I heard they was cussing up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, cable television?
Oh yeah, they didn't. Now I think they did the same thing for the OJ. They didn't hold back.
Wow, you can't hold back for OJ.
You know, those 30 for 30s, you gotta
That's
go ahead
rental.
and gotta go ahead and keep it 100, keep it a buck.
So it's a 30 for 30.
I thought it was like a special series.
Oh no, it's a special one.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's not considered a 30 for 30 at all. It's just different. But it has the most. I think it's been already the highest rated show they ever did.
Can I show y'all something real quick?
Show them, Stan.
Let's tell y'all how bad quarantine is. Y'all see right here? I got a haircut. Don't ask me what's under here, cause it ain't the same. I mean, the waves are there, but the lining is all over the place.
Like Jalen Rose was.
I have contemplated many a time. During this quarantine. Cause I'm like, don't say it. I'm sick of this.
Don't say it.
I think I'm gonna thug it out. We're gonna see how it comes about once everything is done and whatnot. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I could wear beanies all the time. Just order fisherman beanies off of Amazon.
Like he posted
all
today.
day, every day. Like huh? What? Like what happened?
He posted some kind of beanie or something today on Amazon. Talking about I want.
Oh yeah, those are they're like brimless dad hats. So it's like a beanie, but in a dad hat form.
Yeah.
I definitely want one of those. It's super cool.
Yep. So once again, we have a great show for y'all in store.
Yes.
Make sure
yes, we do.
If you haven't already, go ahead and share this stream. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube, just share right now. Let's get more people to tune in.
More people.
Bring them comments throughout the show. Any
because to be honest, what y'all doing?
Right. Exactly.
Y'all at work? Y'all at the grocery store?
What's happening?
Y'all at a house party? Y'all just in a big ass room of more than 10 people? Like, what y'all doing?
Right. So go ahead. Have
y'all at El Maguey? Hey, if you at El Maguey, take a sip of your margarita for me.
Man, or a pina colada.
Woo. Matter of fact, hold up. Everybody at home, you know you got liquor at home. Everybody take a shot. Shoot. Take a shot.
Hashtag shot challenge. Hashtag the Platform Sports Talk Show.
Hashtag Platform Sports Shot Challenge.
Shouts out to my fellow businessman Zolani.
Zolani, what's up, man?
Yeah, so you'll be seeing him if y'all tune in on my Facebook page, Smooth Production LLC.
Hey, Zolani,
Smooth with 3 O's.
He be catching some of my Facebook posts and be coming in with them hitter comments. I'll be like, God. He came in with the one where I was saying they were replaying Game 6 from the 2013 finals.
He's talking about that.
He's like, oh, when all the bandwagon fans left,
right,
and then they tried to get back in. Nah, that was Ray. Actually, Ray Allen spoke about that game, and that was one of the coolest things to hear. He said the reason he was so fired up about it is because he saw them bring the trophy out, and he saw them bring out the little yellow rope to keep people from getting on the court. He was like hell y'all is.
Right. That was motivation for him right there.
Honestly, if you got Ray Allen on your team, I wouldn't fret. I would not worry. Because who gonna beat you when you got Jesus on your team? Huh?
Got Jesus and the King.
Well, that might be a clash of opinion, you know.
Okay, what, King Jesus?
King Jesus?
King
okay.
Jesus.
Is that what we call? Is that the new name for that duo? LeBron and Ray Allen call them King Jesus.
King Jesus with a splash of flash.
It works.
Hey, market it. Well, yeah, man. So check him.
Hey,
check
hold
him
on,
out.
real quick.
There you go. He said that team they had like 10 shooters.
And I just thought about it. Stuart A. Smith, if you're watching, what's up, bro? I know. All right. I don't know how we moving about that, cause you know
the season being
the
suspended.
season got suspended indefinitely, but they did drop the playoff bracket, and brother man. The San Francisco. Oh, my bad.
Ooh.
I mean, the Golden State
San Francisco
Warriors were not in it. So I just need to know how them 320s, 210s, 25s, and 10-1 supposed to work out. Let me know, please. Thank you, sir. I just want to know.
Shouts out to Joe. She got her drinks.
Joe.
Cheers.
Joe.
She'll be.
Oh hell! No! Put him down.
What?
She got her drinks. No, you don't. Oh dear.
Why you said that?
You know what happened the last time Joe had her drinks? Joe, how many of you had? Tell the truth.
Let us know. Let us know, Joe, because she was on the roll.
I'm sitting here watching, waiting. Also, shout out to Berry Blend. Fire. And if you haven't yet, get that orange strawberry in your life. Clutch.
You said Berry Glen?
The Berry Blend and orange strawberry. Same juice.
Berry Blend. Okay, got you.
Same brand, just different flavors.
Got you.
Same bottle, just different colors.
Once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show. I am your boy Smooth.
And I'm Stan, baby.
B. Baker will be here momentarily.
You running late.
Running a little bit late.
He on CPT. I don't forgot all the acronyms. Outside need to open back up. I'm getting rusty. Okay, I done been in the house. Oh my goodness.
Hurry up with this.
Well, hold on. Let me modify. I need outside to open up on one accord, like where we're all like, okay, we're good now,
right?
Because
what's going down in Atlanta right now?
Everybody, Florida opened up all their beaches. That Friday, they had 1,400 confirmed new cases of COVID-19.
What did Sam Jackson say? Even that mayor from what was that, Memphis or something? Even he said something like, "Stay your ass at home." Something
yeah, everybody, all the mayors of the local cities in the states that have been opening up have been encouraging people to stay at home. Even here where we are, they have officially extended the stay-at-home order indefinitely. So
B. Baker says I'm here, so we'll be seeing him in a few seconds.
I'm here. That was just
right.
Ghetto. What she say?
And then
only
she said
on number 2.
That night I had like 10.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We gonna keep it in the lower half of the single digits.
right.
On the lower half of the single digits. Nothing above 5. And no, that's not a challenge.
Not a challenge. So let's get into, as B comes down.
What we getting into?
And joins us. Go ahead and get into the round table, man.
How the NFL on some bull.
Explain.
I'm sick of this.
Explain.
I'm sick of this man.
Explain.
Getting whatever the hell he want. But at the same time, I get it. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Rob Gronkowski, I know, right? Been a while since you heard that name, has officially come out of retirement and was traded from the Patriots to the Buccaneers. So that means
for a fourth round pick.
For a fourth round pick.
And a bag of chips.
And a bag of sunflower seeds.
T-Bone says the Jacksonville beaches. Oh, yeah, they probably open up too.
Oh, Jacksonville's open too? Mm-hmm. Like, oh, dear Lord.
Any place that got a beach right now.
Any place that got a beach, open up. Fugitive Beach? No.
Right.
Nah, not every place that's got a beach.
Uh-oh.
Yo! Look at B. Baker coming in with the denim and the camouflage.
Luda!
Again. I'm like, with the denim and the camouflage, I'm like, brother, you look like, again, a youth pastor. Like, what is it?
Bro.
Maybe you missed your color.
You can't do that with a Walmart hoodie, bro.
Oh. Come on, First of all, sir, this is K&G. What you not gonna do?
Don't try to fancy up this.
Nah, it's K&G.
That's Gildon.
This is K&G.
I know Gildon.
Parish Company, okay? Parish Nation.
If you tie and untie that string, it's a wrap. You gotta take the string out the hoodie just to wash it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's people watching. It's live TV. You can't act like it ain't happening.
Okay, this is harder than I thought.
That's exactly it. Exactly.
No, this is why I don't tie other people's shoes. This is why
would you why? In what scenario would you tie somebody else's shoes? I got to know.
Children?
Children. That's not people.
Oh, children aren't people?
You don't say people when you talking about children. You say children. I ain't never saw children over there. That's why I don't tie people's shoes. That's why I don't tie kids' shoes. Children's shoes, not people.
That is age discrimination.
All right, everybody that refer to children as people, make sure y'all comment.
Make some noise.
Let me know how wrong I am.
Real quick. What's up? Untied.
All right, then. You gonna struggle? You gonna struggle on that tumble dryer?
I don't even have.
That's where I was gonna tell the story.
I don't even got a Yeah, I do. Well, it ain't got that summer dry setting. It's just drier.
My guys been a while not together.
I was just about to say, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Everyone for the first time in a minute, over a month.
You heard me?
We here.
Yes, sir.
All
All
three.
together.
All three of us.
We healthy.
That boy Stanton said, "Don't fret." I'm like, "What? It gotta be the rain." I'm like, "I ain't just with it. Don't fret."
I was thinking about Jesus, and then the church and the sports came.
Oh
together,
my God!
And it say fret in the Bible somewhere. So
It does say
brought-
fret in the
brought it
Bible
all together.
several times, but I haven't heard it in 2020.
So I had to bring it together because I was talking about Jesus.
But I'm the youth pastor.
Shuttlesworth. I mean, yeah, Reverend, with your chain on, with the lion.
You ain't in front of my whole outfit right now.
He got
man.
the Lion of Judah chain on right now. Or is it a cheetah? I can't tell. The diamonds is everywhere.
a panther.
So I was gonna say it's a lion, but all the diamonds got it looking like a
Man.
leopard.
Oh my God!
Leopards have spots, but
It's the little son,
okay.
man.
How do leopards have spots, but cheetahs have prints? Let's talk about it. How does that work?
Differentiate.
Who made this up?
You know, one of them is
Shoot, ask Carol Baskin.
No, those are tigers.
I know.
man.
Carol Baskin killed her
yet to
husband. Okay, I ain't watched it, but they showed a clip of her talking about if you wanted to feed something to a tiger, you dip it in sardine oil. I was like, that's how you know she did it.
Right.
That's way
you know the recipe?
That's way too specific. Sardine
It's
oil?
like telling us put hot sauce on catfish. Like you on some of us.
You done seen it.
Yeah, she done it. I only say this, she done it.
They don't voluntarily do that.
Sardine oil. Now, how many times you had to get that recipe wrong to figure that out? And who was the guinea pig trying to figure that out?
First we started off with a different type of fish oil.
Right. It didn't work.
Then there was a castor. And we tried the olive oil. That didn't work.
All right.
Worked our way down. There was an old thing of sardines in the cupboard.
Right. And it spilled over.
Because, you know, white people in the cupboard. Black people, it's in the cabinet.
With the cereal. Ain't nothing else in there. Everything else on top of the fridge.
Hold on, you know the little tilt-a-whirl thing in the corner?
Yeah.
You know, it's actually called a lazy Susan.
Oh.
Exactly. Only reason I know that is because of my grandparents.
Yeah,
That's the only reason I know that. My grandparents. Go to Lazy Susan. Okay?
I'm like, y'all got a good for nothing white girl in the cabinet?
Man, my grandparents.
Don't say that out loud, bro. That's charges.
And my family in Memphis. Shout out to them. They probably still refer to it as that.
What, the lazy Susan?
Lazy Susan.
I mean, that's the actual name of the.
I know, but we don't call it that.
Call it, hey, the little
corner.
the little tilt-a-whirl in the corner.
Right. You see it, man.
You'll see it. Just turn it around.
Right.
It's a can of look.
With 1,000 plastic bags underneath. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hey man, I just thought about this. There was this girl I was talking to. She was cooking food. She told me to get the greens out. So naturally, being black, I go to the fridge.
Right.
She's like, nah, they over there in the cap. In the cap?
Right.
In the cap?
Fresh?
They fresh in the cap?
Right.
She had a can of Glory Greens. I was like,
Miscommunication.
this girl was gonna serve me Glory Greens.
Miscommunication.
Glory Greens?
Man.
Glory Greens. Y'all ever had Glory
Oh,
Greens?
that's why I've never had none.
I don't even think I don't.
If
I've heard of
y'all
them.
had Glory Greens,
I've seen the can of them. They orange.
give us a comment.
I've never had them though.
They are orange
It's
for caution. Think about it.
they got a safety vest on.
And Brady, that they pretty much got tired of playing under Belichick.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I can see that, man.
and we had the conversation before that Brady wants to prove that he can win without Belichick.
But he can't.
And which you feel right.
We gonna
that
see.
he can't do it.
It's not gonna happen.
But now that they got Gronk, does that change your
It's
mind?
not gonna happen.
What you think, B?
Because if you want to talk about
I
it,
told you I ain't making my opinion yet. I just want to see how this unfold, man. This must see TV.
he
Period.
said because he's got Gronk. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
In the
What
last
was I gonna say?
in the last chip that Brady won, Gronk was damn near a non-factor. He came in clutch, but still at the end of the day, non-factor. He wasn't there when the work was being done.
But do you feel that now that you're free of a certain fella like
Right.
a Belichick, does that give you more freedom to maybe
No.
do more things that you?
Because let me
probably
tell you
You
something.
definitely got more freedom. That's
Right.
fact.
I mean, yeah, you got more freedom, but at the same time, you had all this freedom in retirement. That boy was out there partying and stuff.
Wilding, man.
Wilding.
But that's him.
Lost
though.
all.
Think about he get to actually bring his personality to his game. That's probably gonna help.
Been doing that.
Nah, it's still restrictions over there, man. You still got restrictions in Foxborough. You can be yourself, kinda. Like I said, they the closest thing to the Yankees. You got to march at that same beat with everybody.
Speaking of Yankees, A-Rod is the greatest Yankee of all time. We'll get into that later. I'm gonna tell you. No. I'm gonna tell you why. We gonna get into it later. Matter of fact, we gonna get into it now.
Right.
Forget it. Him and J-Lo are in the process of buying the Mets.
Right.
That's the ultimate flex. New York?
Yeah.
New York ain't no he done that.
You ain't gonna flex on number 2 like that.
No. So this way,
A-Rod is a baby Jeter. He worshiped that man when they played together.
But you got to think about it. Yeah, he did.
Exactly.
But Derek Jeter ain't doing no stuff like that. That's the ultimate flex. It was like, oh, okay.
I mean, he
Yankee, bro.
he definitely get the petty champ for that, for sure. But come on, man. Put some respect on Jeter, man. Come on, man.
And they said that A-Rod wanted by the Marlins until Jeter came in, and
that's what I'm saying. He still got the influence over him. So he can't be the greatest if he influenced by another man.
If you buy it, look, if you are in a city,
I get your point.
That has like 3 in the same sport,
Right.
And you from one of them teams finna buy the whole other team. Not just part of it, the damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the New York Metropolitans. Yeah, y'all don't buy it. Man.
Right.
so
Y'all the Yankees Junior.
Yeah. They always do that anyway. They need
It's
to
like you got Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
They need to take
That's
the
what
pinstripes off their uniforms.
They need to do it.
So skill-wise,
pinstripes off their uniforms. The white uniforms the Messi wore with the pins.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
take them out.
Yeah.
I mean, but the pinstripes was there. Like they did.
It's been there, but
pinstripe
y'all ain't did nothing in so long.
So you think that's what he gonna do? Like y'all ain't got these pinstripes. Take them off.
take them off. Yeah, solid colors.
Solid
Back to the
colors.
solid blue.
It's the same thing that Jeter did with the Marlins. He took away the teal.
Right. See what I'm saying?
He made it purple, right? Or
Orange.
pink? Nah, it was something. They had the new one. The new one is like
They had the Miami color.
colors.
Yeah. You right.
Are those like
Yeah.
that's the new
I don't
thing?
know what
Right?
you call it.
Because that happened once he
changed it.
came in.
I don't know
They're
what you
Miami
call it.
colors.
I know, but I don't know what you call it though.
Miami Nights. Miami
That is what
Vice.
it's called. That is
Something.
Miami Vice. Miami
Something like
Vice.
that.
is
That's what
Miami
they call
Vice.
them everywhere.
That is what they call it. I'm tripping. It look
yeah.
like that. This damn hand sanitizer pack.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
So Zolani says Glory Greens is group home food.
He would know.
Oh,
So Lonnie just bone information, man.
Glory Greens is
Yes,
group
it is.
home food.
And then T-Bone Funk shouts out to him. He says not gonna matter because Brady would be 43 and 44 by the time an actual NFL season.
Dang,
Oh,
that's
the
just
age. The age. Yeah.
Dang. Hey, man. Look, the way certain people trying to open things up, I don't know. Plus, Florida is
crazy.
deeming certain things essential businesses. Like they deem WWE an essential business, which is why they were able to go back to live shows,
Right. They
which
crazy.
is pretty
But-
cool. But I ain't gonna lie, them recorded shows, they was flexing. I was like, oh, I like this.
Man.
So, in regards to WrestleMania, I don't think we had the discussion with you. What was your thoughts on like how they did the cinematic thing with Bray Wyatt and John Cena and Undertaker and AJ Styles?
Is that what happens in the Firefly Funhouse?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, I don't want to go in there, fam.
Man.
That was too much. Okay, so we drift into this era, this era. Oh, we done brought back ruthless aggression.
Right.
Is it bad to say that I feel that all of that was John Cena's idea, and I feel like that might have been his last match?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that might have been it.
It's not,
Right.
outside of him
he
being
going
the
to that movie
all-time
career anyway.
record, beside of him having the all-time record,
Outside of
having
them
more
giving him number
champions,
17, there ain't nothing else for him to
Right.
do.
Yeah.
there's nothing else.
He moved
Unless you
to-
put another championship on him, make him the Grand Slam. Has he had the Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah, he was.
He did.
Damn.
Oh,
Boy,
wow.
been everywhere.
Because Seth Rollins took it from him.
No, that was United States.
Oh yeah, you right. So I'm
Did he hold that?
I'm not sure.
T-
Yeah, he knows.
Right, you know he knows.
He knows.
he already
John
started
Cena
typing
held
like
the
that.
Intercontinental Championship.
Actually,
Let me tell these Negroes real quick.
right. I can hear it in his voice.
Because I'm thinking about it, and
Saddam might even call in for that one.
I'm really not sure if he did or not.
We'll find out in the next 5 minutes.
T-Bone
We'll
holler,
find out
man.
soon.
But yeah, and going back to sticking with the WWE, it's all bad in regards to the XFL once again.
Oh, they tripping.
Yeah,
dog. They
yeah.
wilding out, man.
Because now the commissioner, out of luck, T-Bone fuck saying no. John Cena has not had the
Okay.
Intercontinental. Okay,
Oh,
so there we go. But yeah, so the commissioner, Oliver Luck, is suing McMahon now
Yeah.
because McMahon signed him for like a 20-year deal over the span of those years.
Right.
But
20 years?
No, $20 million.
Oh yeah, I'm like, wait a minute,
$20 million for the span of the time that he's supposed to be doing the XFL.
Yeah, okay,
I'm like, but then he cut
right.
stuff short after this virus thing happened.
Right,
But the way he did it was that he was treating he sent out a document to Oliver Luck as if he did something wrong.
Yeah, okay.
And Oliver Luck like, no.
Nah, we got a contract partner, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's contractually out there, man.
I'm about to sue you.
Yeah, I get my money regardless.
And people were saying that McMahon wasn't trying to associate money and whatever from the WWE to what the XFL was doing. Pretty much supposed to be different things. Yeah. But apparently, that's not the case.
Nah.
So whatever.
If you don't have it in the contract saying that, then it is not legally binding.
Right. So
whatever me my wrestling money.
Yeah,
so whatever they're going through with the WWE, it's affecting business for
the XFL.
Oh wow.
So I saw someone leave a comment on, I don't know if it was Twitter or something, but they said, I wish that Luck could like buy the XFL away from McMahon.
He'd be on some Alex Rodriguez type stuff.
Right. But with that being said, and so there's a lot more to that. Excuse me, but it just the looks of it, unless some way somehow Luck can buy the XFL away or someone else can buy the XFL away, I don't see no more professional football here in St. Louis.
I mean, even before that, I don't think that they were going to keep. I don't think that they were going to have the same teams in the same cities. I think they were going to be like different teams every season, if I'm not mistaken. Like different teams that didn't have a football team. Like different.
They
were just going to expand it.
Right.
I don't know why. I think I read somewhere that they said that they were going to like that this period was just going to be, all right, we're going to do it here, do it there. And then somewhere they were going to like bring it back.
You can't even keep a fan base if you do that though.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah, right. So that wouldn't have been smart at all.
Look, because when the Battlehawks posted that, I was like, damn, it's happening all over again.
Man.
I was like, Jesus.
And then, in other news, local high school legend, then she went to Notre Dame and was a legend. Now, after the previous coach, which is, what's his name, Muffy McGraw, she resigned today. She retired from Notre Dame. Noelle Ivy is going to be now the head coach of the Notre Dame women's basketball team.
What was she coaching at last year?
Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis Grizzlies, yeah. She was in the NBA,
yeah. So shouts out to the home girl, the local.
Yes, sir.
Holding things
down
at
from St. Louis to Memphis.
Right. Yeah. Right. So she's holding down a very big basketball.
We rooting for you.
Right there.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Yeah, Notre Dame, she got.
May you have a successful transition from professional to collegiate.
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely hold
that
down.
Did I say professional? I did. Professional to collegiate.
Right.
Let's see. Joe says, Babe Ruth, the great Bambino.
I never seen him play. It's just a legend. So that's kind of one of them things where it's like, I can't give him that because I never saw him play. You know what I'm saying? Even though his legend is crazy, but you know, because he played for two teams. He played for.
And what's crazy is that he was an outstanding pitcher.
Right. That's yeah.
He pitched for the Red Sox.
That's what I thought.
He was an outfielder for the Yankees and the Braves.
Okay.
So
he went from Red
in that case, it would still be Derek Jeter because he was, you know,
he stayed with New York the whole time.
He's like
the staple of the Yankees for real.
All right, you know so going back to my question earlier that I meant to say, skill wise, who will you take, A-Rod or Jeter?
Still Jeter, because you got both sides of the ball with Jeter. He the captain on, like he got the big hits, and he definitely the anchor on defense. And the dude just clutch, man.
People,
like
leave y'all comments. Jeter, skill wise, Jeter,
because you got to think about it. A-Rod too up and down. Jeter was consistent. Like A-Rod probably had more guardian numbers, especially home run wise. But you got to X out them Texas Rangers years. If we're gonna put all that together, then you really gonna say A-Rod. You know what I'm saying? But consistently wise, because A-Rod dropped off a lot of playoffs for us, man. You know what I'm saying? So A-Rod was big. It ain't like it's far off. You know what I'm saying? But then A-Rod, you still got to talk about Mariano Rivera too.
So it's pretty much in your eyes. It's pretty much what you did when the lights were bright.
It's always like that with me. You already know that, yeah. But even outside of that, it's consistency too. Like you know, A-Rod was hit or miss sometimes. Even though when he did hit, it was monster. But Jeter, you like, we good.
Joe says Yogi Berra, Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris, and Derek Jeter out the 2. Then you have a comment from Frederick Mitchell. He says Jeter.
My man. Yeah, I mean, I know all the names of the Yankees. I just never seen none of them play. Like, that's before my era. That's what I'm saying. So, anybody before my era is just folktales. I know what I seen with Jeter on top of what you heard about him. So, my answer's not going to change because of that. But, I mean, man, real talk. This is the worst time to have allergies, man. When I say I would clear a room.
Everybody be looking at you like,
oh man. That's the best way to get people out my face.
Hey, let's see your mask.
Man. Dude. I'm telling you, man. I got into it with so many people. This won't even be going out.
Yeah.
Man, respect the X in line, y'all. Do not walk up behind the person in front of you.
Man.
Dude, I was at Target. I almost flipped out on this dude, man.
Stay 6 feet away.
Bro, it literally says 6 feet on the floor.
Yeah.
And they got an X and everything.
Got tape on the floor and everything.
Walmart, like all that, man. Target, like, bro, why is you right behind me, man?
It's not, it ain't necessary, just chill.
Dude.
Joe said, I've never witnessed Bobby Orr or Wayne Gretzky. Hockey references, people. Hockey. But they are still some of the greatest.
Facts. Like I said, no shame. I ain't saying on none of the people that she named. And like I said, if that's your opinion, I'm not arguing none of that.
Yeah.
But I seen them two play together, and that's my argument with those two. That's what I'm saying. Now, we hypothetically can do that all day with every sport. So she's saying some great names, you know what I'm saying? My first baseball card was a Mickey Mantle card. You know what I'm saying? So I loved all of them, you know what I'm saying? But we got to and they paved the way for people like Jeter. But my thing is, we talking about A-Rod versus Jeter, and when we talk about Yankee greats, I'm going to say Jeter because it's the greatest Yankee that I've seen. Because I could even throw Reggie Jackson in there, Mr. October.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can do that all day long. But I'm going to just go with Jeter because I seen that boy get down when we was out of it. You know what I mean? And made even his last year.
Last game was a game winning hit. Yep.
Dude, man, come on, man.
He always came doing the clutch.
Always consistent from day one until he got up out of there.
There we go. Once again, the Platform Sports Talk Show. Make sure y'all share this stream. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, share right now. Let's get more people in. Get these comments in. We have a great show in store. It's time. Let's go ahead. Because I know you and I have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it finally came. This past Sunday, The Last Dance, ESPN, Jordan, the Bulls. They pretty much going through their last year after winning 2 in a row after Jordan came back. Winning 2 in a row and trying to complete that 3rd title.
Man.
And then all the issues.
So much drama, dog.
All the issues happened.
So much drama.
People, please come with your thoughts, your comments on your feelings about what you have seen so far. And as I said before, I know you are currently a huge Bulls fan. You're not one. Back then I was. Now I ain't. No, you still got
my Bulls jersey last week. You
did.
Know what I'm saying?
I saw that. I appreciate it.
You did. I was like, yes. So you were shaking your head a little bit, man. What's your takeaway?
It was all home movie stuff. We seen most of that already. Highlight. I mean, I was literally saying word for word stuff they was doing. Like they showed a lot of. They basically showed the Unstoppables DVD or tape back then. So that's why I was shaking my head. But it's 10 points. I knew he was gonna do that.
Right.
So that's the only thing, man. But I mean, it's still good to relive it and see it. I really hope later on in the series they give you a chance to hear Jerry Krause' story, because everybody saying what they felt about him and this and that, but I've never seen his side of the story.
Because they pretty much picturing him as a villain right now.
Yeah, he got a short man complex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which you could definitely see it, but it's always 2 sides to every story.
What was your thoughts on and for Stan? I know you didn't see it yet, but pretty much a lot of the players, but especially Jordan, which we'll break down in a minute, he lost a lot of respect for Jerry Krause because he felt like he was putting organization needs over, hey, we're winning. You know what I'm saying? Let's play this out, and if we lose, then make changes. Or like even when Jordan was in the first couple of years, they were close to the playoffs, and they wanted him to not even play.
Yeah.
Or if he did, he only played like 10 minutes.
Right.
Or 14 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
So Jordan's mentality was, we play like Herm Edwards. We play to win the game.
Win the game, yeah.
You know, Jerry Krause at the time was thinking, or even, during the years down the line, he was more thinking about long term.
Yeah.
Well, how can you fix this team long term, but you were living for that day, for that moment? And that's where Jordan lost the respect.
Yeah.
And then you saw a lot of comment or videos of Jordan teasing Jerry Krause.
Yeah, we did see that. I never saw that. I'm glad they incorporated that.
Was like, whoa, because he was like, you want to go out there and hit some layups? We can lower the rim for you.
Yeah.
He was saying stuff like that.
Yeah, he dropping little nuggets on him.
So it showed that him, Pippen, Phil Jackson.
Yep.
They did not have respect.
Yeah.
For Jerry Krause.
Yeah. I blame it on the ownership first. But it's a classic case of business versus brawn, because you got the athletes who are built to do, like you said, play every game like it's your last, play every game till the horn go off. But you got the business mind of it, like, okay, we looking forward. We got a projection. This is what the numbers say, blah, blah. And you got the athletes like, man, we got a short shelf life, man. I'm finna hoop. That's all I know how to do. I don't know how to sit here and wait until y'all get these draft picks in, this and that. Michael Jordan was a hooper. So that's where that came in at. Now, the Phil Jackson thing was really dirty and disrespectful. Because basically what he told Phil was, I'm signing you this year and you gone.
He said it don't matter if
we 82-0.
Right.
You gone.
And mind you, this is after they won their second title after Jordan came back.
They get ready to do their second three-peat under this coach. And this how you treat him? You give him $6 million and be like, I don't give a damn, we 82-0, it's your last season. And Phil was luckily professional enough to go through with it and get that third championship sixth championship and get up out of there. But that was super dirty. That's how you treat the Zen master. That's why I want to hear his side of the story. I'm like, he couldn't be like that.
Now, unfortunately, of course, now he can't hear his side because he passed away.
Exactly.
So hopefully there is some kind of footage of him.
They gotta have some
explaining his reasoning of why.
That's why I feel like it's a lead in. Yeah, and that's why I can't wait till they preview the next 2 episodes. It's gonna be heavy on Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
was really gonna pick up.
Zalani says props to the team for keeping it all together while the front office is trash.
Yes, man, you hit the nail. You hit the head, the nail on the head with that one. Tired tongue dog catch it right now.
Hey, I got you.
That's how I feel about that. I just feel like they just mishandle a lot of the business part of it, especially when you're in the middle of a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? And for them to keep it like the way they did, keep it in house, or as much as they could, rather. And to have that kind of season and still complete the second three-peat with all that going on.
Because of Lawrence, which once again we'll have him on the show in the next half an hour or so, 20 minutes or so. He says management thinks a lot different than players and coaches.
He just echoed what I said. I agree with you 100%, man. It's two different worlds, and you got to have somebody to mediate that. So that's where the general manager is supposed to come in at. You're not the owner, you're the general manager.
Right.
That's the reason they have a general manager. You're supposed to mediate the ownership and the players. And he dropped the ball on that one.
So let's talk about Pippen. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, man, he tripped with what he did and how he handled his situation. So, Stan, if you don't know, when Pippen first signed his deal, after his rookie deal, when he was ready to get that extension, they had a background story about his family. His father had a stroke. He was in a wheelchair at home. His brother he had like a wrestling match and a move went wrong. His brother all of a sudden in the wheelchair. So once Scotty was ready for that extension, he decided family first, and he wanted that security right away. So he signed like a 7-year $10 million deal over the span of 7 years, in which during that time he was pretty much like a top 2 player.
Hell yeah,
in the game.
Mike retired.
So on the Bulls team, he was never higher than like the 5th most paid Bull on the team.
Yeah.
So the last year,
we talking Scotty?
Yes. So
Hall of Fame Scottie Pippen.
Hall of Fame Scottie Pippen.
Eric Pippen.
So check this out.
Yeah, I remember that. Got his own shoe.
I remember he had the Eric Pippins. I'm not calling him Eric Pippen though.
Had the Eric Pippen shoe.
I remember the big arrow on the side.
So big, and it was like a big,
the biggest arrow I ever seen was Nike.
So SportsCenter had like a chart of all the players, well not all, but like the 7 players or whatever on that Bulls team.
Right. That
third year they're going to win the championship.
Yeah.
And Jordan that year only signed like a 1-year deal.
Yeah, he was always going to win.
So he made 33 mil. Then like behind that you saw like Robin, Cool Coach.
And they were getting buku money. Robin was like 6.
Right. He said Robin, Cool Coach. This guy.
Seriously.
That's all it was.
That guy. Then you saw Pippen only making $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't right.
So people are saying, hey, Pippen should have made a smarter choice, but pretty much he didn't bet on himself. He wants security right away.
That's his agent fault. You know what I'm saying? It ain't when you talk about business with athletes, it's the agent first. You know what I'm saying? The agent's supposed to hunt for them deals way before the deadline come up. He's supposed to be working on that after you sign this deal. He's supposed to be working on the next deal already. And that's when you put incentives in there like All-Star game. I need this amount. Playoffs, I need this amount. Championships, this amount. Defensive player of the year, first team, second team, whatever like that. That's supposed to be incorporated into your contract. You know what I'm saying? If your agent don't hunt for all of that, that's when you get screwed. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got these crazy contracts going on now. And that's why I say this generation, this is where they trump the 90s generation at, is because they more business savvy than they was. Because they were so busy being athletes, which they should be. But I just feel like that is not even on Scotty, especially with all the stuff he had going on with him. He ain't even thinking clear. Your agent should have had all that stuff on the table for you just to sit there and just pick which one you wanted to take.
Because remember how Pippen came into the league saying, I'm going to prove I'm better than Jordan.
What?
You see that part?
No, I missed that part.
Yeah, he said his mentality when he came in, I'm going to prove that I'm better than Jordan.
I didn't see. I'm glad I went to the bathroom on that part.
Zolani says, and the owner told him not to sign that deal.
Yeah, he did. Facts. But like you said, he ain't thinking clear. But it shouldn't be his decision. It's your agent. You know what I'm saying? That's why Michael Jordan agent did him the way he did to tell in his career. Michael Jordan, granted, he had a super agent. But at the same time, when you talking deals, you talking about somebody that went to Central Arkansas.
Started off as a equipment guy.
Exactly. This man ain't ready to make multi-million-dollar deals like that. You sign the proper agent, and you get it cracking with that. Your agent is supposed to get you paid, not you personally. So I don't put all that blame on him, but I definitely put all the blame on the Bulls organization for not even giving him a chance to get an extension, you know what I'm saying, some kind of incentives or anything like that. Like, that's what's crazy about them. They like, oh, yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Because Jerry Reinsdorf said, no, once you sign this contract,
it's a wrap.
We're not doing no renegotiating anything. It is what it is. Like, they were stuck on that. Even though, like I said, Pippen was like the second best player in the game.
Yeah.
Jordan, he said he would not have a ring without Pippen.
Yeah, everybody know that. I mean, even when Mike retired, outside of Akeem Olajuwon, who's better than Pippen? You know what I'm saying? So,
was Jordan out of line by saying Pippen was being selfish by how he was handling the whole...
He was speaking out of ignorance, I think. He didn't know the full circle of what was going on. I can see why you would be mad. Like if somebody told you, yeah, you know, Scotty, he ain't even practicing this summer. He said he gonna wait and then get his surgery when the season starts. Yeah, you're gonna be mad out the rip, you know what I'm saying? But that man was like, he was desperate at that point. He looking at you getting mad, but you getting $33 million. So what you got to say about my little pockets? You ain't doing the Tom Brady taking a pay cut for the team or the Tim Duncan. You taking your money, and you got your shoe money, and you got your Hanes money, and you got your cereal money. Scotty ain't got no commercial. Scotty barely had a shoe.
He could have had it since he was trying to be better than Mike.
Yeah, he. I ain't gonna even speak on that one.
That boy
was
got a
just
analyst spot
stupid.
on ESPN right now. Mike sitting in a basketball court.
Can we talk about how Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen probably the worst dressed people
Oh man,
I've ever seen, man?
They
they
have
just
the
stuck.
biggest suits ever.
Oh my god,
They
they
just stuck.
still struggling with it
Yeah.
to this day.
It's all bad.
They just stuck. They were like, I got money. I don't need a new suit.
Yeah, that. Oh my god, they wearing them MC Hammer pants with them long suit jackets, man. I'm like, and then Scotty, he just awkward on ESPN. Like them glasses he wear, everything. It's just it's weird, man.
Oh yeah, man. You know.
Right.
Shouts out to my cousin Rick Simpson
will
from
never-
the Shy. He's in Chicago right now. He's
yeah.
he's the brother of our guest,
Okay then.
Lawrence. Rick, tell us your thoughts on so far episode 1 and
What up,
2
Rick?
of The Last Dance. I know that you got a lot of input,
Oh man.
so please give us your thoughts, your comments, so we can go ahead and add them in as we discuss this. So they of course showed Jordan's background and pretty much explained the reasons why he's so competitive. It all
Oh
started.
yeah.
It started with the family. You know, he wanted to prove to his father that he was the better,
Yeah.
son out of his brother
Yeah,
Larry.
Larry used to give it to him. Let him tell it, man.
Yeah.
So, Mike had a little man syndrome too. You know what I'm saying? He hit a late growth spurt. I remember. Go
It's
ahead.
amazing though, ain't it? 'Cause him and Scottie Pippen, like within a year span,
Yeah.
grew like 6 inches.
I did the same thing.
That's
Between
crazy.
freshman and sophomore year. Like it's weird. My dad actually hit his growth spurt when he was 19.
Wow.
My dad went to the Army.
I'm still waiting on
He
mine.
was like, man, it's crazy, man. I wish I had the Anthony Davis growth spurt.
golly.
But my dad went to the Army when he was 19, went to the Vietnam War at 19, and he was 5'7". And whatever they did to him in the Army, that brother came back 6'1".
Man.
And you 19, you done. You supposed to be done.
Right.
So I hit my growth spurt between my freshman and sophomore year. I remember this was funny because I had first got my first job that summer, so I was working so much I wasn't around people. Only people I see were my parents. I remember my mom just kept looking like she was getting shorter and shorter. It's like, dang, mom getting old, man. She's shrinking. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the doctor.
About my mama too.
Man, so I went from 5'8" to 6'3".
Don't nobody care.
And my doctor was like, you're going to top out at 6'8". I'm like, what? All right.
Nobody care.
Man,
Oh,
you
6'3".
see how tall I am now?
5'8" to 6'3". Don't nobody care.
Exactly.
I'm getting there.
Man,
I'm
come
at
on with it.
5'10"
Hey,
right
man.
now. What's happening?
Michael Jordan said this how Michael Jordan said he got his growth spurt. He said he saw something on TV, and he said he hung from a jungle gym, just hung there every day. He said, I don't know if it worked, but I ended up being 6'6".
Yeah, brother, it's probably some major gaps and separations in your spine. You might want to be careful.
Exactly. Whatever got you jumping from the free throw line, hey.
Rick says, bruh, it takes me back to my 7th grade year. He said it was crazy in the Shy.
What
And
year we talking about?
right, yeah. Give us the years, yeah. Once Jordan, it's amazing how the year before you saw nothing but empty seats at Chicago.
Oh, man, that
Arena,
was
at
crazy.
Chicago Stadium.
Yeah.
You saw nothing but empty seats. It was like a high school game.
Man.
But then once Jordan arrived, they started seeing what he brought to the table, and like how they said on the documentary, the players knew then.
Oh, yeah. When they had Sidney Moncrief talking about him, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because that dude used to be up in people,
Right, he was
dog.
he like the Patrick Beverly before Beverly.
Yeah, he was, but he was bigger. He was
Right,
6'4".
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think him and probably Hersey Hawkins at the 2 position. Well, Joe Dumars too, but they was the more physical guards as
Right.
far as, you know what I'm saying, Dino. So if he say, yeah, and this cat came in and it was like, man, and this was his rookie year. So it's like, man, this dude was a different type of cat, man.
Yeah, and then like I said, people start seeing what Jordan brought to the table. All of a sudden, standing room only.
Yeah, man. That dude was different, man.
Yeah.
Like that's a generational player. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm so glad that this young generation can see
yeah.
the reason why we call him the
Aaron
GOAT.
Jordan, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He just had a different mentality. What you gonna say?
No, it was like why they call him the GOAT, and he over there like Air Jordan, and I'm like, okay, maybe not on the same page.
We all the same. Yeah.
Right.
No, it was different if you said the GOAT. I said, yeah, the GOAT.
Like, oh, you can get Scotty now.
Aaron Pippins.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's backing up Scotty, man. People were hard for Scotty before this came out. They still go. We got
Hey.
I'll be joking, man. Everybody know why I'm joking on. That's why I'm so hard on Scottie Pippen, man. Is because Scottie had the nerve to say that LeBron is what Michael Jordan never could have been. He said this years ago. He said LeBron was better than Mike. He said Mike probably mad because he said some ignorant comment like that. Then he retracted them comments.
I'm about to say, because all I've been hearing is LeBron bashing.
Yeah, but go look it up. He honestly said LeBron was a better player than Michael Jordan. And he was like, you know, he got all the tools that Mike never had. Like, he broke it down. And I'm like, I know this dude didn't do that. Ask Jermaine that was on the show with us. Because I got a whole album on my page. I was dissing Scottie Pippen. And everybody like, dang, why you dissing? I'm talking about going in.
Damn, fam.
Man, but I was like, I know this dude got to be the last person. The last.
Hey,
you know all the stories.
Recall when him and Shaq had a little beef for a minute?
Maybe he should be the first person because he know all the stories.
Oh, I ain't know about that.
Oh, yeah, like a couple years ago, Shaq pretty much called Pippen overrated. Saying that he wasn't a top 50 player.
Damn. Now, you know what?
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Did have an issue with them putting Scottie over Dominique Wilkins.
I
gotta sit here and think about
Dominique.
Well, Scottie Pippen actually a better small forward than Dominique Wilkins.
Yes. Overall, yes. Overall, yes.
I can't answer that.
Oh,
I cannot.
All right, please explain
I can't
why.
answer that like with a straight answer. Be like, I'm 100% behind. I can't.
Please explain why you feel different.
Dominique was dominant, man. Like Scottie grew up and he had a 4 or 5 year span where he was getting busy. But Dominique whole career into that Achilles, I mean, he was going in. I'm talking about really going.
That was the thing.
Larry Bird already top dog. Well, I give LeBron top dog for small forward. Then you got Larry Legend. Then to me is Dominique.
We're talking top dog of all time, right?
Small forward all time.
Small forward, yeah.
All time. But I feel like Dominique Wilkins is a better small forward than Scottie. Could you imagine Dominique Wilkins on that Bulls team and put Scottie on the Hawks?
I don't think Scottie would have been as big as Dominique was.
Nope, not even close.
I don't think it would have happened.
So, are you saying big
Scottie was great
because of what he always did in the paint or all the dunks and stuff?
No, because he wasn't just a dunker. That's the highlights you see. Dominique had a jumper. And he could move and he could finish. Like, Dominique was that dude, man.
So you feel his all-around game was better than Scottie Pippen?
I mean, Scottie better defensively, on ball defensively.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I put him over Dominique, because he has a better overall game.
But see, this is what the argument I had with a couple people was. I was like, see, this is where y'all got to relax. They like, Pippen guarded point guards, Pippen guarded centers. First of all, the point guards he guarded, we talking Mark Jackson backing you down all day, Travis Best, who only went left. Like, them type of point guards don't count.
He had guys before them, though.
But who he guard? And Magic Johnson.
The Isaiah Thomases.
Scottie didn't guard them.
Scottie did not. They did not put him on Isaiah Thomas.
Bro, they tried to put him on Tim Hardaway, and he yanked the ankles off Scottie.
He did it to everybody.
But I'm saying, he didn't guard them type of guards.
That was the last
they
time
tried
they put
it.
him on that kind of guard.
Just like when he went out west, and when he went to Portland, that was his worst nightmare. Because, boy, when them new dudes, when Kobe and them came in,
it was a wrap.
Scottie was like, "But back, nah, you can't check them type of people, man. You was good with the back down setup. Like, he got good defense. I ain't taking nothing away from him. Just like, go ahead.
We got a comment. I'm sorry. Gary Smith says, I'm taking KD over Wilkins, LeBron, Bird, KD, then everybody else at the 3.
Call in, fam.
right. There's a reason we didn't mention one of them names.
Cause wow.
Yeah.
Call in, fam.
There's a reason we didn't. There's a reason.
I just need this to be. I need it to be backed with facts.
Oh man.
Because you can't. Nah, I need it to be backed with facts.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm tell you like this, man.
Also, I've been seeing people. I don't know why they just been posting about the 2016 finals recently. I don't know how that just resurfaced, but they were like, "Ain't no better final story than the 2016."
Are you talking about the 3-1?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like ain't no better story. Not even the fact that it was a 3-1. It's just like of who it was. It was all right, LeBron did it. Don't nobody need to be mad at him for nothing else. No more. You ain't got no reason to be mad.
Especially in Cleveland, because that was their first trip.
No reason.
Nah, you can't take that away. See, I'm saying, like, you got LeBron haters that just won't get a dude.
This brother really said, I'm taking KD over all these people.
You all right, man?
Like,
You
what?
cool?
It don't make no sense.
Talk to him. Let him know why you mad.
Sense, fam.
Gary, the information is on the screen.
I just want to know. I just want to know what are the backing facts of this, and I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff everybody else is using.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna have to use the same argument I've been using since day one, which ain't nobody been able to beat shit, which is sad.
Rick says, dude, nothing else happened in 2016 but the Cubs.
Damn. Definitely in Chicago, dude. Say stuff like that.
He also said earlier that Lawrence, once again, who will be our guest very soon, Lawrence's mother brought him tickets in '85 to see the Bulls versus the Kansas City Kings. The Kansas City Kings, y'all.
Dear Lord.
Henry Smith and them.
That stadium ain't even up no more.
A month before the game, Jordan broke his foot.
Yeah, I remember that. That's, you talking about 85? Was it 85?
Yeah. That was his second year in the league.
I thought
He says, "Nah, I'm saying KD is third behind Bird and LeBron."
Oh, okay.
I thought he said number one.
Nah, he had on there LeBron,
I ain't gonna argue that one.
Bird, KD, then everybody else.
I ain't gonna argue that one. I ain't gonna argue that one.
All right, so we good now.
Yeah, you good with that one. I was talking about the Pippen versus Dominique. I said the top 50.
Right.
KD wasn't playing yet. Top 50 was 97. So we talking about as far as that criteria.
Number one was Mike over everybody.
Man, straight up. But yeah, I still to this day can't believe Dominique Wilkins didn't come out there. Like I know
he didn't.
He didn't get top 50.
Yeah, sure didn't.
Nope. So they put all them old dudes in there, which I knew they had to do that just off.
How can you not put what? How
Dominique Wilkins didn't make top 50.
was he 51?
They never said. They didn't put no respect on his name. They just didn't say.
Y'all ain't make him an honorable mention. Y'all ain't give him a participation trophy.
Nothing.
Nope.
It's Dominique freaking Wilkins.
Nope. They ain't let him hop along for the dream team and none of that.
Probably the best hawk of all time.
It could go back to what you said earlier is how the media always portrayed him as just a highlight person.
That's what I'm saying. But if you look at, I'm going to tell you case in point, I can't remember exactly what year, so don't quote me, but I'm going to say it's 88 when they played the Celtics in Game 7 and him and Larry Bird was going back and forth. That dude probably had like 6 points in the paint. It was all jump shots.
Jump shot.
Dude was nice, man. He just, like you said, if you only see his highlights, then you're going to think I'm just making that up. But I watched dude. That was my brother's favorite player. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why Jared had Reebok pumps all the time. I don't know if you remember when y'all was at Gateway, but he always had Reebok pumps. Because he was pigeon-toed like Dominique, and that was his favorite player.
Sure was.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Damn.
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, for real. That's how I went down.
So, like,
That was Jordan. Like they said last, that was Jordan, and he was Dominique. So,
because the brother had a bald head in the MJ jersey.
I was like, damn, we cool with Jordan?
I was like, wait a minute.
Watching that episode, man. I was cutting girl. Hold on, let me turn this. Did he just say it was Jordan? Right.
Michael Jordan?
He said Fred was Jordan?
Rick Simpson, my cousin says nobody dominated the mid range. Oh yeah, nobody dominated the mid range.
We not
game
comparing
him.
that at all.
Mid-range. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Mike started that, like that mid post up, that high post, you know what I'm saying? I never seen nobody do that until he started doing it.
Look, where all the games
I'm
went from?
gonna give my respect to Patrick Ewing on that, but Mike did it a little, you know what I'm saying, a little more dominant than he did.
Patrick Ewing lost respect for me the minute he had nuts in his face. I'm just gonna be real. Be like,
Yeah.
you got D man.
Patrick Ewing lost my respect when he blew a layup on the Pacers in Game 7 instead of dunking that mud and sending them home. He finger rolled it.
Did an Iceman
He was
curve.
like,
Oh my God! I could not. I still can't believe that one. That was the hurdle right there, man.
Man, they've been replaying all these NBA. I've just been finding all NBA videos on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That was the funniest one. I forgot. Steph Curry had probably one of the most embarrassing moments. That brother missed the layup, then airballed a three.
So did the same possession.
I'm like,
yeah, it was the same possession. I remember that. Yeah,
he slipped. He was like, "Pow!"
yeah. They went back shot three.
I was like, yeah, he must have hit the back of his head.
Lawrence, in response to you saying how Dominique Wilkins wasn't top 50,
Facts.
that's disrespectful to
He
Dominique.
should have been top 50, man.
He should have been at least in the top
Scotty
half
Nuts,
of
yo.
it.
He said Scotty Nuts. Walked all over that man. Boy.
He looked at him, pushed him down.
Yeah, that wasn't enough. He should have PJ Brown him and threw him in the stands. Hey, come on, man.
Nah, man, it was enough.
You don't get to
like,
put your mess on my face.
it was like he fell down and then he walked over you and then the walking over. Like, yo.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
That's fighting motions right there.
Yeah, straight up.
And what got me too was when Jordan got interviewed, like maybe his
punch you
rookie
square
year,
in the mouth.
and they asked him how the transition has been from college to NBA. He said, "Oh, it's been easy."
Yeah, because he's an ISO player. He's built for that.
He like this ain't
The NBA ain't nothing but pick and roll and, you know what I'm saying, mismatches.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
heard that the players were telling stories, and it's like, looking back, it's like, damn, the parallel between Kobe and MJ. Now that it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's really scary because they said it was at one point, it was something about he went to the hotel room and they was in there just wilding.
Oh, yeah, the same
So he
same
left.
story. Because he ain't want to party. They called him the cocaine bulls.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said he just stayed in his house and, you know,
I'm like,
watched
they
movies.
must not have drug tested back then.
Yeah. Man,
Must have been
Yeah,
fake.
they had the same type of personality for real. Like, that's crazy. I like the fact that that he did that though. That's because of his parents too though. Both of them had them type of parents that had them like that. I think Mike, with him being a younger brother, because my little brother like that, it just make you kind of fall back and just be to yourself a little bit like that. So I think they got a lot to do with it too. But that's what also drove his engine to get better, because that's all he did was work on his game like Kobe did. So that's why they fundamentals superseded anybody they went up against. You might say, we could argue all day about who better than who, but fundamental-wise, them dudes top notch.
Jesus Shuttlesworth better than.
No, he not. He ain't even got a left hand.
Oh.
Damn, he showed up.
He ain't got a left. Yeah. Ray Allen was a better athlete than a lot of people remember. Yeah. Ray Allen used to get busy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Before, during the threes, bro used to.
Oh, yeah. He had that mid-range game on lock to him. He was in Milwaukee. And Milwaukee. He was a beast, dog.
Milwaukee and Seattle, those were like
when Ray Allen had the cul-de-sac, when he was losing his hair at first in Seattle, when he was out there with Rashard Lewis, that's when he was at his top.
That boy been playing with Rashard Lewis.
Hey, speaking of which,
for years.
They talking about KG talking about bringing the Sonics back. He might buy a franchise and have Seattle bring a team back. I just saw it on the Players Tribune earlier. That'll be tough, dog.
So
I don't think that's KG's
You're going to have
spot.
fun and do this real quick because we haven't done it in a long time. But what if?
Okay.
What if Krause and Reinsdorf did not dismantle the Bulls after?
Phil Jackson would have been coaching there for 27 years.
Hold on. This is the
Kobe
thing.
had
This is the
five.
thing you got to
Heroes
keep
would
in
have got
mind.
3 MVPs. Like,
This is the thing you got to keep in mind.
he wouldn't have blown his
How would
ACL.
that next season that went with the lockout? Because you got to remember, 99 was that lockout year. So, with the Bulls facing that Spurs team in a shortened season,
Tim Duncan and them.
you know what I'm saying? You know the Bulls was real bad up front. Dennis Rodman wouldn't be able to guard no Tim Duncan.
Luke Longley couldn't do it.
Hey, Robinson would have went crazy.
Hey,
on
let
that.
me tell you something.
That's what I'm
Let me tell you
saying.
something. I don't know about that. I mean, you know, it would have been lopsided, but we're not gonna sit here and act like Dennis Rodman wouldn't have been like the most annoying person to Tim Duncan in the whole world.
That don't. You see how KG used to do him?
He would have been
Tim Duncan.
He would have been if you take Lance Stevenson and Patrick Beverly and put it together. I
But
feel
we're
like
talking about Tim Duncan, the dude
I
that
don't know.
never get rattled, no matter
I mean,
what's going
but
on.
you know, at that point in his career, that might have worked. Like
think
if they
so.
would have done it then, it would have worked. It
could have, but I just don't see
You
Tim
have a
Duncan.
better chance then than.
And then you got to think about the coach they got with Pop. Even though he was a young coach at the time, I don't think he would have let Dennis Rodman get to him like that.
Okay, cool. So since we're talking about Pop and calm players, let's go ahead and take it back. You think Rodman would have been able to get under Kawhi's skin?
Nah.
Really?
Nope.
Really?
Because for the simple fact, Kawhi ain't going to only post up. Dennis Rodman got under post player skin because he do that little weird stuff.
Right.
Like James Worthy used to say, he'd stick his hand up your butt. That's why
Right.
Karl Malone was going crazy.
Right.
And that's why Alonzo Mourning looked at him like, man, you sick. He said stuck his thumb up his butt. You can't do that if I'm facing you. That's only if I'm backing you down. Well, so I ain't gonna go in the post.
You know what? Stop it. Don't.
Dead serious, bro. Okay. Don't look at the bad boys 30 for 30.
I don't even want to know.
Yes, that dude was crazy, man.
I'm talking about him. What thought you were thinking?
The line says Patrick Ewing's knees were shot.
They were. He had knee pads.
That boy had knee pads. Like he ain't have knee sleeves. They wasn't even remember.
That boy had volleyball knee pads on, bro. Like,
I'm talking with the straps going behind the back.
Right.
Man.
Let the back of your knee breathe.
He looked like 7'6". He had volleyball knee pads on, man.
Oh, and then he said that's why mofos was always fighting back then. They was always high on that coke.
So it was. Cocaine a hell of a drug, baby.
Nah, ain't it?
It was Rick James out there. 5 fingers to the face.
Slap. Damn. Yeah, man, but yeah, so far episodes 1 and 2 has been.
Yeah, man, it's a good intro, man.
Like I said, it's good for the youth to see, everything that the reason why we say.
Yeah, because it sounds made up when we talk about it.
I definitely want to watch this, and I also feel that everybody in the Chicago Bulls organization should shut the hell up and watch it and learn something, because I'm about sick of y'all. But 2022, we finna make it do what it do. We needed 10 years. That's all we needed. We needed 10 years to get over the fact that D Rose tore his ACL, threw everything off the loop. That was our year.
Y'all was right there.
That was it.
Y'all had a whip. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see.
I had a whip.
Gary says no lockout with Jordan still in the game.
Yeah, that's what we talking about. So what he saying?
No, he's saying
if he was still in the game, it wouldn't have been a lockout.
If Jordan was still with the Bulls and the Bulls never dismantled, the NBA would not have had a lockout.
Oh, you don't think so?
That's what he said.
No, I'm just trying to think about like everything, all the intelligence behind it.
The NBA didn't have another star.
That's
to fill his shoes
honestly,
at that time.
That's
so
true.
It made it easier for the owners to have that power.
That's true. But the best thing that ever happened to them was that lockout year, because because that's what started out. Like that's why these cats getting. You had to start fighting. They had to start pushing back. That was the first time that in our generation that we seen the players like, you know what, we ain't coming to agreement on that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what led what we got going on now with players getting all the money they getting now. Ain't no Scottie Pippins out here no more. You got Mike Conley making $150 million. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but 0 All-Star games, 0 first team anything. You know what I'm saying?
That's because he ever getting snubbed.
He do be getting snubbed. I'll give you that.
I don't know what they got against that brother.
He do be getting snubbed. That's facts, for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he get his respect. And I think when he was with Utah this year, he didn't know how to fit in with them. Because Donovan Mitchell just it's a different type of dudes you playing with.
Right.
He too ball dominant.
All right, everyone. Once again, this is the Platform Sports
Yeah.
Talk Show.
Yeah.
I am your boy Smooth, along with
B. Baker. You say the best for last. No, I'm talking about you, brother. That was a compliment.
Like, you know what?
Don't even worry about it. You wait for me.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So once again with your boy Smooth.
Stand, baby.
B. Baker.
There we go. Because when it's about sports,
It becomes our business.
And business just picked up.
Yes. And with that being said, for those who are tuned in for the first time, thank you very much. We've been going 3 years strong.
Yeah, man.
And it gets better and better and better. We've been having some great guests over these past few months. And it does not stop now, because now on the phone,
Can't stop, won't stop.
it's a family thing now.
Yes,
Got
sir.
my cousins on the line. Everyone, show some love to my cousin Lauren. I'm sorry,
dog.
Lawrence and his son Xavier. How y'all doing?
All right. How we doing tonight, fellas? What's up?
Doing good,
What up,
Very
man?
good. Y'all sound good, man. How y'all doing?
We good. We got a little bit of disconnection with the sound, but we trying to keep it clear though.
Okay, there we go. Let us know if
So I
y'all,
guess this the first time. Should we have the phone on, or should we be talking through the device?
no, you good? Just how you doing right now? Just talk to your phone like a normal conversation.
Okay, yeah, it's real skippy. It's real jumpy. I can barely hear you. Sad to say, but I'm gonna try to listen to you and keep it going.
All right, yeah, just let us know. We'll repeat if you have to. Can you hear me good now?
No, the sound is good, but like I said, it's just like it's skipping every other word. We get skip. You know, so try.
Okay. Xavier, can you hear me good?
No, I got the same thing going on.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to get that fixed. Not sure exactly what's going on, but we'll try to get things right so y'all can hear us and we won't have as many repeat things here. Frederick Mitchell says Law Dog and the X-Man.
Mm.
Yeah, that's my old buddy from here in St. Louis and about DC area now. Shout out to Freddie Fred.
There you go. Yeah, Rick said phone only. So yeah, once again, just stick with the phone. But everybody can hear you.
Law Dog.
So looks like we're good to go for the time being. So once again, thanks for being part of the show.
Much better.
Rick got at me a while back and was like, man, you got to get Lawrence on the phone so he can talk about your illustrious high school career. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Because from me being younger, I knew you as just like the model. Like he was out. You know what I'm saying? He was a model. He was out there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jet magazine. Doing it all. But Rick tells me that, you know, you was a high school star, or, you know, your team was really big back in the day, man. So what school did you go to in high school?
Okay, I'm a graduate of Hazelwood East High School, 1991. That's the class right there.
Okay.
So, you know, I started high school in 87, you know, as a freshman. You know, we putting, you know, great athletes together. It was a legend already built at the high school. From my older sister being there and hearing the names and everything of the greats before me, came on up, just wanted to be another one of the greats, you know. So by the time my junior year came, it was time to play some varsity football, you know. I don't know, lost a little weight, got in good shape, you know, and made the team, you know. I was a offensive lineman in high school, you know, smaller. We had a small, quick offensive line, you know, but we did what it took to get us all the way through, man, and bring our team and this side of the state, you know, like one of the first high school state championships, man. 1989 state champs, undefeated champs, 14-0.
Hey,
that's what's up. Cause a lot of teams can't say undefeated.
Hell no,
never lost.
Yeah, that's
right.
This is always a certain amount of pride you can take in saying, you know, undefeated. You know, ain't nobody beat you. There's a lot of talk around, but you know what I'm saying. the record shows. You know, it feels good. Feels good.
Right. And then what college did you go to?
So from high school as an offensive lineman, like 175 pounds, I didn't get heavily recruited to go to college. So my brother Rick was already at Langston University in Oklahoma. So it was like, you know, let me go take a visit out there, man. And I went out there on my spring break, and I never forget it, man. Just standing out on the field, you know, beautiful green grass, and Oklahoma was mad flatlands, you know, so you could just see forever.
Home of the red dirt.
Right.
Home of the red dirt. Home of that red dirt, man.
I seen the Oklahoma zone.
Yes.
Where the wind rose faster in the hills. Nah, they big on that.
Being out there, looking around, man, it was just mad. It was just peaceful. You know what I mean? It ended up being my place to grow, man. It was a great place. I love LU. LU proud forever.
Is that the HBCU Langston?
Say it again.
Is that the HBCU Langston?
I'm sorry. You skip again. Say it again one more time.
Is that the HBCU Langston?
Definitely.
Shout out to them. Yeah.
Yeah, I was you know, I was a kid, came out of North County, you know, and you know, about 56 for real, kind of growing up, you know.
Right.
But it was just something, you know what I mean? Once I went out there and saw everything, it was like, all right, this is gonna be good for me, you know what I mean? So it was. We got there, and it was the best experience I could have had. Yeah, that's the truth coming out, you know, for me. You know, it ain't for everybody, but it sure was for me.
Yeah.
So I just received a text. They said you had a big punt block at Lafayette to go to state.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You said a block at Lafayette?
Yeah, the big punt block that you had at Lafayette to go to state.
Oh, a punt block.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For some reason, people wouldn't know they're blocking punts. That shit just seemed easy to me. You know what I mean? I saw come off the edge, man, quick. You know what I'm saying? And they weren't ready. And so I went on up. I jumped over a cat, went up top, and took a punt out the air. You know what I mean? We recovered it. You know what I mean? Went in. That was the last game. That was I think the sectional game before we went to state my junior year. You know what I mean? So it was a big play. Just like like what you were supposed to do. What the hell am I here for? You know what I mean? So that's what I did. So it was definitely of a story that I didn't realize. You know.
There we go. And X-Man, what's your thoughts of just hearing your dad being the star that he was in high school?
Well, I've heard these stories before, just talking about football and talking about his high school days. So it's cool hearing everybody else say what they have to say about him,
Yeah, man, and I know you probably had your chest on out like, oh yeah, that's my old man right there.
Yeah. Every time we go out somewhere, everybody talks about how cool he was. That's always cool to hear.
Yeah, man, that's dope. So do you have a great story at Langston Lawrence from football? Did you play there as well?
Oh yeah. So my true Langston stories, man, was this first of all getting a great opportunity to play. You know what I mean? In high school, I played offensive line. I was a right guard. I wore number 62. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Langston, and I played receiver. You know what I mean? So just for them to kind of give me the chance to step out there and even play, receiver, totally out of position. You know what I mean? Was great. But my one great moment really was the Snow Bowl. It didn't snow much in Oklahoma, but it had to be about the 7th, 8th game of the season. It snowed bad. I mean, it snowed bad. Windy, cold, was freezing out, man. And it was a tough game. And I caught my first touchdown pass. And it was a nice, post. I was kind of on the inside slot. Came in, quarterback put it up there nice and high. I went up, got it. You know what I mean? Caught the pass, brought it down for a touchdown. We won the game. Won our first game of the season. We had won that year. You know what I mean? We were not overly successful in the first couple of years at Langston. You know what I mean? But by the time that third year came, 1993, I wasn't even there then. But 1993, Langston University was the OIC champs. That's the Oklahoma and the Collegiate Conference. OIC champs 93, and I'm overly proud of and happy for the guys that stuck through it and made it through them tough years and be able to wear that ring proudly. You know what I mean? I said I switched schools after my sophomore year there and went to Southeast Missouri State.
To
go back later and see the guys, you know what I mean, that I got a chance to play with and see them wearing the rings, man, it was awesome. But that was my Langston highlight, was being able to catch that first touchdown pass. One and only, you know what I mean? But it was great though.
So the person that brought up the pump block was Jason Bay.
Oh, that's my buddy Jay Bay from like first grade. You know what I mean? We went to elementary school, but then we went to separate high schools. So we didn't get a chance to play ball together in high school. But he went to Hazelwood Central, which was our rivals for many, many years up in the suburban north.
Still is.
But we took care of that problem and never looked back from there.
So how was during your time in high school? How was U City?
I feel like we didn't play them none my year. I feel like my freshman and sophomore year, we played U City. And it was a pretty low-scoring game, if I remember. I felt like we had to go to U City. I think it was a sophomore for some reason. We had to go to U City, and it was, pretty low-scoring game, 17-9 or something like that. You know what I mean? I think they just played a real solid defensive game, kind of kept us under wraps. I think we did just enough to win. You know what I mean? I think I was a sophomore, but we didn't ever play them when I was playing varsity, so I never got a chance to personally play them because we didn't play them as sophomores, but the varsity team did play them. So I'm not for me.
Because you would have lost. No.
Hey, you know what? That's what they all said.
Well, we would have been able to prove it, but dang, logistics.
Yeah.
I was waiting on you to say something.
Right. Because, it's rare when we get to play them in football. We always play the Hazelwoods in basketball.
Right.
We rarely play them in football. Okay. We always got the Ladues, Webster Groves, all those schools. We got those schools for football.
Sure.
But when basketball, oh man, I used to announce the lineups. I'm like, Hazelwood, which one of y'all? There's too many. West, East Central. I'm like, who are you? I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, these cats.
Right.
Yeah, basketball. We never really got overly good in basketball. You know what I mean? The PHL was so strong. You know what I mean? I know Fred went to Rashawn, but I that's how we became fam. You know, my mom married but his cuz, you know, and I used to go to them Overshawn games, man, and I just saw a different level of basketball than I was used to growing up and where I was from, you know what I'm saying? And it just put the basketball, high school basketball on such a high level for me. I'd go back to watch my Hazel East games or whatever, man, and I was like, oh boy, this ain't what I'm used to, so to say, you know. So respect the PHL, B-side for life. I know that.
There it is. We have a comment from Calcart, CAUCART, says HBCU love. Then
Cartier, my man Cartier. He went to Clark University, Atlanta.
The Clark. That's why I should have.
Clark Atlanta.
I didn't know you could take classes at Spelman and Morehouse and still be considered a Clark student.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't realize that they had like 4 HBCs right there. Like on the same.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they all in the same area.
I took a group of students down there to enroll them, and a couple of them went to Emory, and then the rest of them went to Clark Atlanta University. And when we went through the stages of getting them enrolled and stuff, you know, they was talking about their curriculum and everything like that. So they was like, well, the thing is, because one of them wanted to be a film student, and they said you could take classes at Morehouse, but you would still be considered a Clark, because they right there, they all on the same.
They all on the same street.
Yeah, that's crazy.
In that same area.
Yeah, that's why when I go back and look at higher learning, I always think about that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's where they filmed it at. That's where they bail and everything out there.
Okay.
Okay. So, Morris Brown.
Right.
So Rick
Close, though.
Rick wanted me to mention the time that you went across the middle and got cracked, but you didn't drop the ball.
Dang, you went across the middle.
That was
You.
yeah,
That made me quit.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's what kind of what I did. I was a little bit bigger receiver, so I was able to kind of go across the middle. And I just remember, you know, focusing on the ball, and that was it. That's how I'm supposed to, you know what I mean? And, you know, you go for it, and you think you catch it, you know, because that's what you do, but then at that same instant you get hit, and you're not really sure what happened, you know, at that point. But you get up and you still got the ball there, and they point in the right direction, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess I held on to this one, you know what I mean? And we got it, you know. So that's the, you know, that's the life of a receiver, you know what I mean? Is that right there? You gotta have a focus. You gotta have a focus.
He had on them stick-ons.
No, he had it back then.
Got it.
That's the Lumens. That's the old school Lumens. Anybody play ball back then?
I'm telling you, that exact play is what made me turn into a hooper. Cause I went across the middle and I looked up and I seen grass when I thought was sky. I ain't even know I was flipped over. Like, how I'm looking up and I see the ground. And I came down and cracked my collarbone, and I remember just throwing everything and snatching everything. I'm done.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm done. You got it. I cracked my collarbone.
I sent a 6'3", 152-pound receiver across the middle.
Yeah.
That's just an easy target.
Yeah. That. Go ahead.
You go ahead first.
No, I was just saying, you know, football it's a sturdy game, man. I feel like as my levels increased, you know, from high school to college, you know, and then Langston, you know, then from Langston to Southeast. Southeast was like D1. It was their first year being D1 when I went down there. And it's just the sturdiness, man. That's what I saw. I'm walking down the hall at Southeast, and I'm seeing a cat, you know, 6'4", 6'5", 260 pounds. I'm thinking, oh, he's an old lineman. No, he's a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That should just get bigger. That should just get bigger. I got a QB? Oh, shit, man. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I saw. Cats was just sturdy, man, just big. I just saw how big the game got as I kind of kept going, and I was like, well, yeah, you know, that's why you're a professional, you know, for a reason. You got to be sturdy, man. You got to have big bones and shit, you know what I mean, and strong tendons, you know what I mean. So that next level is for the few and the proud, for real.
Wanted me to ask you about the Walter Payton story.
Sweetness.
So that same year in high school, my junior year. We going over to state, and the game was played at Thoreau Field in Mizzou.
Oh.
And it was on turf, and we hadn't played it on any turf fields at this point in '89. So we had to practice. So Bush Stadium, not the old Bush Stadium, but the second phase Bush Stadium, the cookie cutter Bush Stadium. We got a chance to practice. Yeah, exactly, number 2. So we got a chance to practice down there, but we had to share half the field with another team. Well, the other team was East St. Louis Flyers.
Oh,
okay, so this was two big teams. If East St. Louis, saying at that time they was dominant. It was always dominant. You know what I mean? In schools in the area and everything. So we had half the field. They had half the field. We practice and everything went good. So afterwards they brought us all together, and at this point we didn't know. You know what I mean? But they had a guest speaker. You know what I mean? And he politely comes on out. That's Walter Payton, you know what I mean? And it was just that. Just like you said, it was just like that. It was wow. I mean, we felt like we were just in the presence of just something special, you know what I mean? And we just sat there and listened, talked, and it was great. So kind of at the end of his speech, you know what I mean? He's like, all right, so who going to win this game tomorrow? You know what I mean? We both teams seriously just like, yeah, they just jumped up, shouted, you know what I mean? And then kind of roar kind of calmed down a little bit. He came back, he said, well, we know both of y'all can't win, So, I was trying to think who had the most hype, and then he found out that we was basically 2 different schools, 2 different states, So we could both win, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that year, we both won. We both won that year, man.
Damn.
So it was awesome. My man Big Hen Retirements got his shoes. I remember, never forget, he got his turfs. He was all warming up our turfs for the first. He got his turf signed by the great Walter Payton. I'm sure he'll warm that next game for the state championship. Now I don't know if he ever kept them, but I never forget him getting them signed, So,
ain't no way I would have won him. I'm going straight to the frame.
Right.
Ain't no way.
They gonna sit there, collect value,
yes,
and when times get hard.
Yeah. All right, so X-Man, your time to shine real quick, man. So let everybody know what school that you went to. I know that you were a senior. Is that correct?
Yeah. I was senior at Ladue High School.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up, man. And what sports did you play at Ladue?
I played soccer, basketball, and water polo in the spring.
Water polo?
Water polo.
Man, shout out to you for doing that one.
Hey, fam, I ain't gonna try. I was like...
Ain't no way I'll tread water that long.
Hey, I was like,
no way.
I was like, I'm gonna try for the water polo team. You know what I forgot? You gotta know how to swim.
You gotta know how to tread. Hey, swim. You gotta know how to tread. That's the hard. Let me ask you something, man. How long do y'all actually have to tread water to be in water polo?
Like, it's like the whole game.
Oh no.
Basically, with the it's not all like straight treading.
Yeah, because you got to go up and down and stuff. But still, you don't have.
That's where the swimming come in. I wasn't
okay, how deep is the
deep?
Yeah, it was like some pools were like all deep, so it was all like 7 to 12 feet. Or other schools were like 5 feet to 12 feet. So like 5 feet in the shallow, 12 feet in the deep.
You ever caught a cramp like in the middle of a game?
Not in the game, but in practice, I caught one. I had to get out for a little bit.
That gotta be the worst.
That's another reason.
You gotta be on point because that's the only way you get out of the water.
Trying to swim, boy, your leg go. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta actually think about all the variables that come into water polo before the actual game.
That's why the water is warm, okay, and you jump into no cold water. Shock value.
Yeah,
cramps everywhere.
Man, I never met a water polo person, so man, you just put an imprint on me, man.
I tried, but they was like, you gotta know how to swim. I was like, do you really? I could be totally.
This past know how to swim. This some next level type swimming. Like I was a lifeguard and I can't play water polo.
Man, I saw the team at my high school playing. I was like, man, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I ain't doing this.
Man. Yeah, you an athlete for real, bro.
So what type of training did you take to get ready for water polo?
The Muhammad Ali route.
Well, like for our practices, like the first 30 to 45 minutes would just be like straight swimming back and forth. And then after that, the next hour and a half would be like the game plan, strategy kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's swimming before, kill. The one thing that would kill you every time.
Yeah.
Man.
What's the furthest you ever swam?
I think we had to swim like a mile or something one day, like nonstop. Yeah.
You don't understand. A mile is 35 laps, bro.
Right.
That's crazy. That's practice.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Cause we not lose.
Like the first week we start is like all swimming, and then like the first week after spring break is all swimming to try and get everybody in the best shape possible.
Yeah, that's some shape right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
I had to rehab my knee, and I did a lot of pool exercise, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna swim a mile today. I got to like lap 27, my whole body locked up.
My God.
Everything. Every muscle.
Congratulations getting 27 laps. Good Lord.
Man, I mean, I almost died trying. I mean, that was just all pride. I ain't gonna lie, because by lap 15, I was done. Yeah, bro, that was just because people was watching. I was like, no, I said I was gonna do it, and I'm talking about, man, I was in the bed for like a week after that. So I had out to y'all for that, man, doing miles before you actually gotta play. That's crazy.
So X,
You should know you warmed up.
right?
Yeah, man.
So X, did you play water polo all 4 years?
Yeah, I played all 3 years we could. We didn't get a chance to play this year, but yeah, I played my freshman through my junior year.
That's what's up. So before water polo, and then afterwards, let me know the attention that you got from females.
He plays
Nah, it wasn't any different. It was just spring.
I'm about to say it. Say it was.
I know he is. He's trying to be lying for real.
By the time spring came around, everybody knew who I was anyway. So it was.
I
I'm gonna tell my little story though about it. So after basketball season, okay, it was over. He was like, all right, pal, I think I'm just gonna do some working out. You know, that's like early in the week. But by midway through the week, he was like, I think I want to try for the water polo team. I'm like, shit, okay. I heard him mention that one of his teachers was the head coach, and that's all I heard. So he tried out for the water polo team. Dude, about 2 weeks later, he's walking through the house after practice, putting this little sweatshirt on just to chill after practice or whatever. I said, man, hold up a sec, dog. Take that sweatshirt back off. And man, this dude was straight ripped, man. Ripped. I mean, he had just cut all his little extra weight, man. As a freshman year still, you know, he had played soccer already, had played basketball already, you know, had done a bunch of stuff, you know. But that's when I realized that this water polo is really on some next level shit, man. Or it's just exercise, because he came up out of that, man, just ripped, man. I mean, he was a different beast. He was a different beast. He turned that into the next level of all the rest of his sports for I think the rest of his little high school career, definitely.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, swimming crazy, man.
So outside of the water polo, you didn't take like actual, you didn't do like any swim meets, did you?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say you could have been like Michael Phelps and them.
Yeah.
You said swim track. I'm like, swim track. You mean swim?
Right.
Did you?
I had to get it right.
Right. He figured it out.
Smooth was like, hey, were you a swim runner? A swim runner? What?
You running sprints? You got sprints? Freestyle sprints?
I mean, hey, how many times do you see, you know, players who are trying to rehab go right in the
That's
pool?
what I did. That's what I said. I did. That's the best condition I think I ever been in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did swim meets before when I was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? I did freestyle and breaststroke. But dude, when this dude said water polo, like I tried to play that before, just playing around. And I'm like, bro, they do this for how long?
Because they ain't never like a straight volleyball, right?
Yeah, like
It's like a volleyball.
let me ask you this: how long is an actual game for water polo? Cause I seen on Olympics, I can't remember how long.
In the high school, it's like 4, 6, or 7 minute quarters. So we get like a minute break in between each quarter.
1 minute.
So about like
Yeah.
30 minutes.
So it's like a basketball game, but you get a 1 minute halftime, or a 4 minute halftime altogether.
Yeah.
No,
About like
bro.
30 minutes altogether.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yeah, I remember as a parent, I mean, to be able to go in, watch a game, and be out in an hour was great.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Real. And real intense. It was it was way more intense. Water polo was way more intense than I initially thought. You know what I mean? I called him a shack. It was always like a big dog, like a big cat, big old thick cat they had. And I was like, man, what's this big old dude out here playing some water polo? Yeah. Well, that's like your shack in basketball. Okay. He post up in front of the net and they feed him. Oh, okay. And they just body cats. And put that ball in the net, man.
Elbow to the side of the face.
Oh man, I'm telling you, it's real. It's real down there, man. And that's why they got a big, long or strong cat in that middle. Like I said, like a shack, man. That's just post up in front of the net. They feed him in there and he whip it on in there, man. It's pretty cool to watch, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Now, X, your dad posted a video, and I know that you can relive this to a T. But he posted a video. I guess you were pretty much out for a majority of the basketball season, but then you played the very last game of the season, and the first shot you put up, or the only shot that you put up, correct, was all net.
Mm. Yeah.
So tell us about that experience, man. Senior season, very last game. The people probably was supporting you. They saw how you was in water polo. You know why, but you had the support. But just give us that vibe, that your perspective of what you went through during that time.
Yeah, so it started off over the summer. I was playing in like a soccer tournament, and I went down, and they thought it was just like a sprain in my knee. I'll be out for a month or so, and I'll be back for soccer season at the beginning of the year. But then we went in and got the MRIs and all that, and I tore my ACL and my meniscus. So, luckily, the trainer that was at the soccer tournament was the school trainer. So I was going and seeing her, like, the days when I would be at practice. I would go see her after school and start rehabbing on my knee. So then when basketball season came around, I was basically just, instead of going and watching practice, I was just working out with her the whole hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours, to the point in which I could do basically almost the whole practice with the team. And so, but they didn't trust it enough, especially after I committed to go play soccer at Rockhurst this upcoming year. They didn't want me to rush back into basketball and hurt myself doing that. So I was just practicing with the team. And then, so for senior night, they said they would let me go in for the last 30 seconds. And coach says, you just spot up, we'll get you the ball, you just shoot it.
Shoot the J.
So I said, all right. And so it was senior night, you know, it was just a great environment. One of my friends our center who never hit a three-pointer his whole career, hits a half-court shot going into the fourth quarter. So, you know, it's already just electric in there. And so I go in those last 30 seconds, I get in, shoot the jumper, and it goes crazy. Yeah, so it was awesome.
That's what's up,
That's a good story, man.
Just a jumper. All right, take me out.
Right, that's how it was. I made it. I went down the court. They set me right back up.
I'm done.
Hey,
I'm out.
Hey, mic drop moment.
He kept the hand in the air like Sonalita did on Love and Basketball.
Right, exactly. Mic drop moment, right. That's it. I ain't giving y'all no more. That's it. I ain't giving y'all no more. Then the white man can't jump, level up and high five everybody. That was pretty. It's so pretty.
So pretty.
Sydney Dana.
Sydney Dana.
Damn, Sydney.
We're gonna see.
Right.
We're gonna
I don't think X know what we talk about, man. I don't think he know what we talk about. Lawrence, dude, that's why he's laughing.
Right.
So, Lawrence, I asked X about just hearing your story from you being a star in high school. How does it feel as a father seeing his success and seeing what everything he's put into it, from water polo to playing soccer to the shot in basketball? How does it make you feel as a father, man?
Well, I tell you, man, I'm overjoyed, man, overwhelmed with just pride, man. This kid is just been great through all this. You know what I mean? Through the injury and everything. You know, his attitude through this whole thing has been probably the shining moment out of everything else. You know what I mean? He can easily, as an athlete, get down and be like, forget about it. You know what I mean? But he kept his head up the whole entire time, man, and never. When I say never look back, but he never let it wear on him. You know what I mean? His attitude was always upbeat and everything, man. And I think that's what kind of got him and through all his issues. He had a great group of friends, man, that surrounded him and kept him up, and he kept them up too, man. And that was probably the best moment, you know what I mean, to deal with adversity. I mean, if the road paved gold is straight, you know what I mean, it's easy to travel, you know what I mean. But if you got some twists and some turns and everything, sometimes that can throw you off, and it didn't, man. So that's probably the biggest shining moment for me is for him to deal with that adversity, get through it, keep his head up, man, keep his smile on his face, and keep everybody else around him still, you know, going and reaching their goals also, man. It was great to see him play. Of course, I'm disappointed, you know, not see a senior year, you know, I mean, play all the sports he wanted to and be that, you know. But you know, he just showed his character through all this, man, and that was definitely the shining moment for the kid there.
And are there any parts of how he plays that you see yourself in him?
Well, not like that, man. This kid he's a different level for real. I loved basketball. Okay, growing up, probably my favorite sport, but I never played on a team-oriented level, you know, playground, sure, you know. And football was kind of what I did to get me out of high school into college, you know what I mean? So it was more, like, say, of a business move, you know what I mean, for us football. And then the love of the game grew with me more, you know. But this dude here, he's on another level, I feel like, way more than me. I mean, at a better level, you know what I mean? Just more than me, just all around, you know what I mean? He played basketball almost all year round, you know. Then once that was, you know, with his side, he played soccer all year around. You know what I mean? He was just on a different cusp of athlete than I was, man. I was a chubby kid that kind of went through some issues and then lost some weight and kind of, you know, he chose athletics and sports like that just to kind of keep me out of trouble in the path. But he was already on a different kind of, you know, cusp where he just kind of took from me and just excelled to the whole different kind of little stratosphere for him, man. So, you know, he's left-handed, so that's always awkward. It's always awkward, you know what I'm saying? I was a strong righty, so I could see all my moves. This dude's a left-handed too.
It's 3 against 2.
So the lefties, man, they use the other side of their brain. They think different, man. So it was always different.
It's called the right side of your brain for a reason.
It's like those left-handed people, they use the other side. So you know what that means? We use our whole brain.
That's right. Cerebral.
You know, so that's what I think was different for him. You know, was that. You know, him being left-handed, he approached it a little bit differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
And X, how's it feel just hearing, you know, your dad speak so proudly of you, just being proud overall of you?
Yeah, you know, of course it makes you feel great hearing your dad say that after everything that's gone, after all these years, you know. Yeah, it was great.
So what's next for you for the fall?
I'm gonna attend Rockhurst University, and I committed to play on the soccer team there.
Congratulations, cuz.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations, man.
Good luck with everything, man. Keep your head on straight.
He's gonna be out there kicking it.
He's gonna be doing the damn thing. Doing the damn thing. And then someone on this phone has a birthday tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's me. If you didn't know, I'm gonna shout that one out loud and proud.
You'll get the drive-by birthday. Everybody doing the quarantine birthday party.
It's the birthday parade. Because when you say drive-by,
somebody on my street did it earlier, man.
I know what you mean. I say the same thing, though. I say the same thing, dude. Birthday drive-by. I say the same thing. I think that's just our era. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You on son? I was like, yeah, we doing the birthday drive-by for our pastor son. We was like, what? I was like, you know what? That feels really bad saying it out loud.
Right. But I know exactly what you're saying. I say the same thing.
Talking about
right. I know that's
for a birthday.
Right.
Hey man, do something to make me feel good.
Right. Oh man, you want to say Louis on him? Put your head in the window.
Stick your head in the window.
Oh man.
Good times, man. Frederick Mitchell wanted me to ask, what about the arm talent? I believe that's for X.
Oh yeah, he left-handed. You know he got a bomb on him.
B, you said it right there. It's talking to you, man.
He asking me, well, like,
The arm
what about
talent.
it?
So, right.
What is it?
So,
Saying what about it? Like, we know what it is.
Left-handed response.
Exactly. So apparently you must have some type of incredible left arm, huh?
Every left-handed does.
Right, we got that bomb.
Yeah.
That's what I always
Say it again, X. I'm sorry.
I said, yeah, the left hand jump shot looks nice, you know.
Okay,
Okay.
leave it up there.
I'll tell you. I'm gonna tell you the left hand trickery, the water polo is what it was. He would post up on like one side of the net, and if you right-handed from one side of the net, it's a bad angle. You know what I mean? But if you left-handed, it opens up, man. And he would post up on, like, if you facing the net, he would post up on the right side of the net and kind of give a lean to the right, and then reach forward, and then he flipped the ball to the left side and fire, dude. And it was ridiculous.
It was a weird post.
He out here fooling with the supposed ambidextrous.
That's right.
Man, it was kind of nasty. It was kind of nasty. I ain't gonna front.
Man.
And I don't know if y'all knew this, but even though he always shoots right-handed in games, but LeBron James, he's actually left-handed too.
Yeah, he right left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he writes left-handed, but he shoots with his right hand and throws with his right.
He probably naturally left-handed. A lot of naturally left-handed athletes, they try to force you to be right-handed when you're young because it's hard to teach that. So for any athlete to stick to his left-handedness, you are a brother of ours.
Cause I wish I would try to shoot with my right.
They try to make me cut scissors with my right hand, right with my right hand, play baseball with my right hand.
I can cut with my right hand real good.
I can't. I'm everything left-handed.
All left.
So, X, just explain from your point of view how much the virus affected senior season.
That's what I wanted to know.
It affected the end of basketball season even though we lost in the quarterfinals. I know we lost our game, Deshaun went on, and they ended up not being able to play in their state championship, and other teams didn't get to play in their state championship game. We didn't, none of the spring sports seasons, no prom, and at first there was no graduation, but now we have found a date for graduation. Hopefully everything is smooth sailing and we get to graduate in August sometime.
Dang.
Wow. So that's like a graduation. It was like, all right, well, what you doing after graduation, bro? We got to hit the road. We got to be a school in the morning.
They talk when you about to graduate and they call your name and the Wi-Fi go out.
I saw that because they were talking about virtual graduation for a minute. I was like, oh,
that's crazy though, man.
Call your name, connection lost.
Man. Yeah, I hate this had to happen to y'all, man. But you know, hopefully your college career, man, you have a lot more fun stories to tell and everything like that. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna bake them a little bit, dog. So real quick, cause I ain't did this in a while. They seem like they fun. So real quick, I just want to shout out both of y'all, man. Shout out Lawrence. You know, for going through your amateur athletics the way you did, going to high school, going to college, performing the way you did, raising a young king to do the same thing. So shout out to both of y'all. So what I want to ask y'all, I'm gonna start with X first.
Great answers this time. I'm excited.
So X, you got to wear a swimming cap when you're doing water polo, correct?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you that way. What'd you say?
I said, do you have to wear a swimming cap during water polo?
Have to wear a swim cap? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
What? I'm sorry, it's cutting out real bad. One more time.
I said, do you wear a swim cap when you playing water polo?
Oh, no, like the quote unquote, like we wear like a cap, but I don't wear like a swimming cap. Like it's a cap you wear on like the top of your head that just has your number on it, so the refs know where you are. But I don't wear like a swimming cap for real when we play. No. Okay, because I was gonna ask. I'm looking at your picture. You know, you got the little high top. Yeah. I was wondering if you had to do like the slick back or something. Yeah, I had to go in the water and put it on.
Killing me. Hold on. As a former resident of the high top community, right? Because goddamn it, I done rocked all of them on this show, huh? Yeah. As a former resident, which y'all not gonna do, is come for the brother. It's way.
All you wanted to know when you know.
Because I know how it is. You like, You gotta apply moisture, and you gotta.
We went on the water and made it happen. All right, that's all I want to know, dog. That's all I want to know. All right,
why is there water running out your hat? I had a. Hey, don't worry.
I had to make it happen, dog. I had to make it happen. All right, so Lawrence, with you, man, all I want to know is when you took that treacherous, because I remember like it was yesterday, that treacherous catch across the middle that we spoke on earlier. Who was you more mad at, the quarterback or the coach for calling it?
I think at this point, I was mad at the quarterback because
Thank you.
I ran a seam route. Okay, so pretty much I'm on the inside. We ran a spread offense, so I'm in the seam. And once I get past the linebacker, I'm supposed to turn. The ball pretty much should be there because before the goddamn safety rotate and fucking knock me out. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what happened. I turned. And it's floating to the middle of the field. I'm just tracking it down. And like I said, all I remember was reaching out for the ball and wham, you know what I'm saying?
Out and back.
Man.
And that's all I remember was really reaching out for the ball. And I came up with it, like I said, that's the story that they told me, and the ref said I caught it and kept it in. I gotta believe it because I sure don't remember that.
If they don't get wrong, it's all man.
Nobody catch that. That just happened.
Yeah, I need you to say that, man, because my homeboy Jason Jones, who was my quarterback, we didn't talk for a year after that. Yeah. I said, bro, you should have threw that one away, man.
Yeah. Them QBs, they, we supposed to make them look good. You know what I mean? Sometimes it happens, but in that process, boy, it like you said, the bell ring, and until it stopped ringing, you don't know what's going on. You know,
you ain't lying. All right,
that's
them the two questions that I wanted to ask the whole time y'all was talking, man.
that's that sturdiness, you know, I talk about. Like I see these cats, these receivers and stuff. They take some of these hits now, and I'm like, man, I kind of turn my head and close my eyes a little bit and watch TV, man, and they get up sometimes, and I'm like, man. I mean, congratulations. It's good Lord, you know, who knows, you know.
I be watching this, I'll be like, damn.
Man.
He ain't get, damn.
Gertie.
Look, because you be sitting there, damn, he hit the hell.
Then they saw the replay.
He ain't getting up. Right. He coming out. Oh, damn.
Yeah, be slow mo.
They do that for every hit, so you never know unless you could tell from the video how bad the hit was. Because some of them soft hits be taking cats out.
Yeah, they do.
Unless you take catch one.
Right.
Boy, got slipped.
Right.
Man.
And who else was it? It was this past football season. Mason Rudolph.
Oh, yeah.
Knocked
QB.
Straight to the jaw.
Yo.
He just dropped.
Man.
He good. He just got knocked out. That's all.
Cartier says, mad respect to all the dads.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, man.
Right on.
Real quick, what were your thoughts while we had them? What were your thoughts on the XFL?
XFL?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm from here, man, and I'm a hometown fan, football fan, from the Big Red Cardinals to when we got the Rams, to whenever we can get a football team here. So once they came here. First, I'm a little skeptical on the league itself, but once it showed up and I started watching the first couple games, it was a good level of football, man. So I got right back interested in it. You know what I mean? It was perfect timing. I felt like when the season came in, it was good timing and everything, and I was excited. Man, and I hated that, of course, that it unfolded. I mean, he didn't even get through a whole damn season. You know, I was ready to buy me some gear and support the team and be able to go watch a game with the fam, you know what I mean? Yeah. And them being gone, it was like, you know, once again, my damn team is gone again. It's in St. Louis, man, you know, so I'm like, you know, so that's why I'm a Packer fan now. You know what I mean? My wife born and raised. My wife was born in Green Bay. You know what I mean? Birth certificate stamped it. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of guilty by association, and you know, I kind of liked the organization at this point. You know what I mean? At the home team owning the team. I was hoping that, you know, Stan Kroenke might not have wanted the Rams, but maybe St. Louis could put up enough money to get some ownership of the team. But the NFL ain't gonna never let that happen again. Once Green Bay did it. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that was a, you know, it was what it was. So. I was disappointed. To answer the question, I was disappointed that the XFL came and went just that quick. That to say.
And X, did you have any desires on playing football?
I played a little bit in elementary school, but I had got a few concussions and all that, and it was the same season as soccer. So I kind of just eased out, stopped playing it, and then that was about it.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Do you think they should take out those across the middle routes now?
Yeah.
Those should be removed. They don't end well anymore.
That's like that's the equivalent. If you playing basketball, that's the equivalent of somebody not calling the screen out.
Yeah, you can't take it out. It's too prime. It's prime real estate out there. You know what I mean?
It is.
And once you get them quarterbacks that can thread that needle and put it in there, it gets better and better. But them safeties and them defenses, they tough. You know what I mean? They want the big hits. They know what a jar loose. Is that right there?
Nah, be 10 yards. Laser that mud. Laser, don't lob it.
But I gotta say, my son kind of played his football kind of lightly. So he played Little League for the Chesterfield Bears, and they won. They won the Super Bowl, undefeated Super Bowl champs. And what grade was that, X?
Third grade, I think.
Third grade. So he's had his football success. So
he got that moments.
Right.
Undefeated. I'm out.
Undefeated. I ain't gotta say no more.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
my son had an undefeated season.
Yeah, it's going around.
And they might have played UCity in the Little League.
Little, I can't remember if we played in the Little League.
I don't know how good the Little League team is.
I know he beat y'all.
But he did.
I know they beat.
He beat the hell out of UCity when we playing at Bellefontaine Park.
Hey, chill.
He beat the brakes off
At Bellefontaine
UCity.
Park, I was like, all right, that's different.
Yeah.
Then the kids who their parents want them to do something.
Yeah, they did nothing.
Oh,
It was still something. They wasn't in the house.
right.
It was the something they wanted to
We
do.
appreciate that.
That wasn't the something that the coach wanted them to do.
They were staying out of trouble.
That's it. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing up.
Right.
They did something. Now, the something that their parents wanted them to do and the something that the coach wanted them to do, two separate things. But at the end of the day, what you do? Something.
You got us a trophy.
It's up.
Appreciate
It's
that.
up.
So my last question, 'cause I know that you had a few comments about it earlier, but what were your thoughts? I'll start with you, X, if you saw it. Thoughts on The Last Dance, the Jordan documentary so far?
It's the Bulls.
Yeah.
You say.
I enjoyed it, and it's also it's crazy. It's different for me because I know my dad. That was kind of his era, was Michael Jordan. But it's different for me. It's LeBron. It's all these players around my time. So it's cool to just go back and see how it was back then and compare it to what I've been growing up with. So yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Took forearms to the face.
Right.
Forearms to the forehead. Which is real.
They had a video today on Facebook or something, and they showed Kim Olajuwon just went straight across the
on Larry Bird.
Like fist was tight, and he just wham on someone. Just, all of a
I think it
sudden,
was Larry Bird. I remember he clocked Larry Bird like that before.
man.
Yeah, it was a little more lenient with the forearms and clotheslines and stuff a little back then, I think.
Yeah,
Man.
I got my teeth knocked out my senior
Yeah,
year.
hey, clotheslines were like the norm back in the day
Sure
in
was.
the NBA.
Scottie Pippen know all about that.
Woo.
Yeah.
Lawrence, your thoughts?
It was great. It was great. I said I'm glad I got a chance to see him, man. The depth of it, I think right around that era, I was always a Jordan fan and everything. So the first three, I was a little bit younger and a little more dialed in. But the last three, I was good on my own. I moved and wasn't just sitting in front of the TV the whole time. So a lot of this I didn't realize. I forgot. Forgot Scottie Pippen didn't start that season off. You know what I mean? Because he's injured. And
holding out on the surgery and all that.
Right, so of course, I just didn't know nothing about that, and how they kind of started off a little rocky that year, as far as, road games and all that stuff. So a lot of this stuff is good just to refresh my memory, it's been a long time, and I've enjoyed it, and like you was talking about earlier with the contract thing, it was, that Pippen contract was a tough one, I think, and the ownership stuck to their guns, but like you said, they said you shouldn't have, and like you said, my man, that the agent is supposed to be that guy that's in between there, man, and he didn't step up and handle his business, So it's those parts of it that I enjoy. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of Bull stories and Michael Jordan stories and stuff like that. So some of it is repetitive, but you know what I mean? This whole escaping thing, like it started off like this, and we are in the first couple episodes. You know what I mean? They got so much more to tell. So I'm just kind of looking forward to really truly seeing the rest of it, the rest of this one season. You know what I mean? That they're focused on, that I'm just getting kind of picked apart and shown to us. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
That's what's up. And speaking of enjoy and being excited, man, I'm definitely enjoy the interview that we have had.
Yeah, appreciate y'all showing up, man. Definitely entertaining stories on both ends.
Oh, for real.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You break it one more time, man.
Oh, sorry about that. We were just saying how we enjoyed the interview with you and X-Man.
Oh yeah, definitely, man, definitely. I appreciate y'all having us on, man, and being part of the platform. You know what I mean? It was awesome, for real, and I truly appreciate it.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It was definitely our pleasure, man, and we definitely have to link up once everything is back up and running. Have a nice little backyard swim.
I ain't swimming with X, man. I'm not doing it. I'm having a floaty on.
But yeah, y'all, fam, it was great speaking to y'all. I hope to see y'all very soon. Make sure y'all share this stream to all the people y'all know, so they can see this story, see this interview, and hear y'all story. And y'all have a good one.
Definitely, man. Thanks again, y'all. Take care.
Yes, sir. God bless you.
See you guys.
All right, peace.
Yeah, man, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I had no idea that he was, like I said, a football star, and then X-Man coming through with the water polo.
Water polo.
The game, not game winning shot, but being a senior and getting that shot.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's
Take me out, coach. I ain't got to do
I ain't got nothing else to do, man. That's all.
I ain't got nothing else
One
to
shot,
do.
one kill.
that's a wrap.
Yep.
Swish it. I'm gone.
Man.
But then it's also cool just to be able to hear from both sides how, as a father, how Lawrence feels about just seeing his son.
Yeah, that's the
doing
one.
the thing. You know,
Yeah.
it has to be a proud moment.
Yeah, it gotta be, man.
Yeah, definitely has to be a proud moment. And then for X-Man to, be able to hear his dad's stories and what going through the middle.
Right, man. Like you said, and to hear it from other people, you know what I'm saying? That's the one, man. Like, don't nobody tell your story like the people that watched you instead of you telling yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
The middle is muy peligroso.
did you try to put an accent on it?
No, I just knew how to say
You
it.
rolled your R. You
Dangerous.
tried.
Because you got to. Don't be disrespectful. Not rolling your heart.
Yeah, man. You try to put that little accent on. I caught that.
4 years of Spanish. If there's one thing my Spanish teacher taught you, you roll your R.
Roll your damn R.
And that's a life lesson
Yes.
that helps everywhere. So, you roll your R.
Oh,
You roll your R's.
okay. Kind of already knew that, but appreciate you reiterating the fact.
Now for the people.
Oh,
for the
God.
people.
Yeah,
There we
go.
roll your goddamn. If you roll your R's, you will have a happy home.
Goddamn.
That's all I'm gonna say.
If you roll your R, I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with R.
If you roll your R, then just do what I said. It sound a little different.
If you roll your R, then you know. There it is. It ain't got to rhyme.
Yeah. If you know, you know. If you don't,
You know, you know.
right.
If you don't, you better learn.
you're gonna get a lot of attitude.
Once again, y'all, it's a platform sports talk show. Your boy Smooth along with
B. Baker.
Oh, God. It's that bad.
If you don't,
A lot of attitude.
you're gonna wonder why she got attitude.
right.
Why she always
What's wrong with you? You don't roll your damn R's.
Why she always arguing? Yo, never do.
You don't roll your R's.
And now on the phone, she's back, y'all. Joe, how you doing?
What's up, guys?
What up?
Over
You
content.
guys are killing me with these arms right now.
I mean, Joe, have you ever got your... Nobody. Do they roll the R's when you leave?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
No, they had to ask her after a certain amount of drinks
Right.
to do it.
Right.
Hey, wow.
Roll your R's, Brendan.
Joe, it's standing.
No,
I
my
ain't got no question.
my abuela's from Nicaragua, so I know all about the rolling.
There you
R's and
go.
everything.
See
Half the
that?
time I couldn't understand what she was saying, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So how have you been, Joe?
I've been, I guess, as good as you can be, just sitting at home, not really doing much other than working and watching TV and trying to get outside as much as possible, really.
Yeah, so I take it you've been practicing that social distancing, huh?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I only see Brendan and my cousin that lives here, and then my mom's been working at her house, so honestly, that's all we've been seeing, really. Just been at home, all this working at home, and then trying to enjoy what we can, just sitting in the house.
Hey.
It's crazy.
Okay, I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored.
Oh, bored in the
So,
house.
In the house bored, and I'm bored in the house bored.
So I saw that you had challenge accepted to stand. So how many drinks have you had so far?
Honestly, I think I'm only on like 4. I'm trying to pace myself. I gave up alcohol for Lent, and now that Lent's been over, I was like trying to drink.
Make up for lost time.
But now, yeah.
You gotta make
But
up
I
for
don't want to go too hard on the weekdays.
Got you. Yeah,
That's smart.
But even though she can work from home, so
I was about to say, like, what, you can't roll over and work tomorrow?
Oh no, trust me. I literally roll out of bed like 10 minutes till
Yeah,
log
trust
in.
me. I'm
like,
living home with somebody
crusty
to
eyes
do
and
that.
all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Roll out of bed, roll down the stairs. No,
Man, my girl just roll over and the computer screen is on and she just, man, I'm like, must be nice.
I'm ready for work.
Man,
Good morning, everyone.
right.
Man. So what were your thoughts on the Bulls documentary, The Last Dance?
I'll be honest, guys. I haven't watched any of that yet.
Oh, Joe.
Hey, well,
Not alone.
look, you're not alone. Cause stand in and watch it either. So you good.
Yeah, honestly, like, I've been watching all my TV shows that I watch. Like, I'm watching Smallville right now. That's my show. So I'm watching that.
I went back in the
Man, Smallville's so dope.
All my superhero shows.
There you
know,
go.
Flash,
I'm watching Iron Fist.
Smallville, all that stuff.
You watch Iron Fist?
I've never gotten into that one of the Marvel. I've done Jessica Jones
Okay.
and Daredevil. Those are my 2 right there.
Yeah, Daredevil was cool.
And then
small.
you also
10 years
what's
ago.
that one show called with Stephen Amell?
Arrow.
Oh, Arrow.
Okay.
So that one just ended. They ended on their 8th season. So, but that comes out. I mean, it's already on Netflix. But if you get the DVD that comes out soon, every year they do a crossover with all the shows. So this one was Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's based off of a 12-book comic book series, and they just had that this past year. So that's going to be on that too. So I'm excited to get that.
Got you.
I don't think y'all understand. She said Smallville.
Exactly. I'm
That's
still
10
tripping.
years ago.
Smallville.
Yeah, yeah.
At least it ended, I think, 10 years ago at
Yeah.
least.
It
Smallville
ended
was
at the
dope
same
though,
time,
man.
One Tree Hill ended.
Oh, man, One Tree Hill got me.
I never watched it.
Dang. Hey, One Tree Hill was
I
lit.
never saw that.
Of course, I guess they didn't know what to do for real after. It was like, oh, we ain't playing basketball no more. Real life.
Right.
And it got real.
Man.
What were your thoughts?
And Chad Pennington just disappeared.
So what were your thoughts on Dawson's Creek?
Dawson's Creek.
Honestly, so I just watched that for the first time, like, all the way through about a year ago. All the way through. And, I mean, it's not that much different than One Tree Hill, I guess you could say. It's all about that drama.
Right.
That One Tree Hill has basketball in it, so some type of sports, which is fun. But, I mean, I watch it. I like that type of stuff. I'm not, like, super into all the girly ones like Gossip Girl, but I dig them.
Okay, so you're saying 90210 ain't your kind of flow?
No, too
No, I don't watch that. But Tori Spelling, it's funny. Tori Spelling, I think she's in 90210. She shows up in Smallville a couple times.
That's crazy stuff.
But we're supposed to go. There's supposed to be Wizard World, which is like all these comic. It's like a Comic-Con, but a smaller one. They're supposed to come to St. Louis in June, and that's where we're supposed to go for my birthday. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to now. And people from like Tom Welling, who is Clark Kent on there, and Erica Durant, who's Lois Lane. They're supposed to be there, but I'm probably gonna be able to do that now.
Man, if they bring Tom Welling, I might, because it was like,
He's
one of the
beautiful.
coolest series.
She said he's
Man.
beautiful.
That was one of the
Very
coolest
beautiful.
series.
Oh Lord.
When they finally
He's-
gave that man
he's
that
also,
bootleg, what was the name of that? Superman Returns costume. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they wrong for that.
Yeah.
They gave him the Brandon Ralph. Didn't give him his own. Just disrespectful.
He almost on Bizarro.
Brandon Ralph plays the Atom on DC Legends, and he ends up on that Crisis on Infinite Earth crossover. He ends up becoming the Kingdom Come Superman, which I was really happy for him because we got to redo that again, and he did a really good job.
Yeah, we just needed another Superman Returns because that was trash.
Super trash.
That was the most trashiest movie.
Man.
It was like, man, that's a Superman. Don't nobody talk about. It was like, all right, cool. So, we had Dean Cain. And
I didn't bring him up.
Huh?
He ain't Superman.
Dean Cain was Superman.
I ain't like Dean Cain.
He was on the television show.
I did. It was just like kind of what Ben Affleck is when he Batman.
Right.
The Superman is Christopher Reeve.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's what
It's like you've got Christopher Reeve and then you got a blank space.
Christopher Reeve is the only one that rocked the real S curl.
Yeah.
No,
I thought Tom Welling did a good job there.
Yeah, but it never was like crispy like his was. It kind of switched around. And it never curled all the way over.
I'm going to curl down.
The funniest joke, man, I hate to say it, man, because everybody knows Christopher Reeve's paralyzed, but Chris Rock was talking about how real world is. He like, man, I knew the world was going to be hard when I knew Superman can't walk. Superman can't walk.
That is true.
I don't know if you guys remember, but Christopher Reeve, he shows up on Smallville for a couple of episodes.
It was like right before he passed away.
Yeah.
Which was
yeah. Which I thought was cool because he knew everything about Kal-El. I thought that was cool.
That's why still to this day I haven't ridden a horse.
Damn.
And it crippled Superman. I ain't getting on that.
I'm laughing, but that's like real talk.
That's right.
That's what I said.
They wild animals.
All right, so Joe, I know that you seen today the news came out in regards to the Boston Red Sox getting a slap on the wrist compared to the Astros. How did you feel about the the punishment?
I mean, I seen it. I was kind of like, that's nothing at all. Like, people complain that the Astros got a slap on the wrist. Red Sox, nothing happened to them whatsoever. And it's so funny to me because they did something with the Apple Watches, and then MLB had to make a rule, and then they go out and do it again.
Right.
So, I don't know, but who freaking cares right now? There's no baseball, so, that's not going to do anything. And I love how they say that Canberra guy, he can't be there in the 2020 season, 2020 postseason. As of right now, there's no season at all, so I don't know why they even said that.
And then that rule goes in effect as of right now. So, if for some reason they don't have a season, the very next year, AJ Hinch, he's eligible again. Yep. Like you said, the camera guy, Alex Cora, everyone is good to go.
They say there's a double jeopardy. You can't get charged for the same crime twice. We scot free at that.
What's so funny to me is, you guys know how much I love baseball. I could live off baseball, but if Mookie Betts doesn't get to play a single game as a Dodger, I will love life so much.
Damn.
It's gonna happen.
You know how awesome that would be? As people who sometimes I like the Dodgers, but they just kind of annoy me after a while. And so it would be so amazing if Mookie Betts never got to set foot.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna be like, "No, God, why?"
So
it would just be hilarious, I think.
So right now, MLB is talking about trying to do maybe 3 different locations: Texas, Florida, and Arizona, to be like a hub for playing baseball games with pretty much either limited amount of fans or no fans at all.
I think you can take Florida off that list after everything that's been happening.
certain players
sell out.
Certain players like Mike Trout, Adam Wainwright, they're not really cool with it because they feel you got to take them away from their families for a certain amount of time. If you are a player, would you feel okay still playing even though you may not have your family around for possibly 4 months?
I mean, that's what keeps these players going, honestly, with any sport, is the family. Whether they travel with them or not, they still get to see them every week at some point. And so
And then you got to think, if this whole rule is no more than 10 people, you're still going to be putting almost 30 people in a dugout with another 30 across the field and with umpires. So I just don't understand, really, if all these rules for this virus are going around, why are you going to even attempt it?
Boom, I got it. Here you go. You have 10 people in the dugout, right? Now you go to the clubhouse. You got another 10 people in there. Out the pitchers area, you got about 4 pitchers out there. So that's cool. 2 catchers. That's all right. I feel like they'll find a way to do it. We about to get inside shots of clubhouses now due to all this. I feel like that's what's about to happen.
But you gotta include
Trust me,
media.
I would have to sit here on a Saturday or a Friday and watch baseball on my TV and hear Danny Mac. But if it's not going to be the real deal, then are we going to enjoy it as much?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hey man, we got the technology. I don't know why they just don't CGI these.
We can all agree that WrestleMania was so awkward to watch.
They could have seen.
How do you think however many games of baseball is going to be?
Yeah, it's definitely unprecedented what we're going through. It's gonna be definitely weird. I wish they had, and they probably do, but I just never seen it. But remember that game against the White Sox and the Orioles after that riot in Baltimore, and they had no fans at that game. I would just really wish they had like a behind the scenes look of how that game was with no fans.
Yeah,
it's like
that was a couple years ago. I don't know.
Yeah. That definitely would have been interesting.
It's my time.
Who's laughing?
I ain't even gonna fight it.
Stan got that Rona.
You know, I can live a good life. I can look back at it. I ain't got no complaints. Went to Jamaica. It was fun.
Hey,
man.
Start reviewing. Let's look back on my life.
If I could paraphrase the great words of Kobe, stand up. You know. From the last game, sir.
Right, 60 ball.
Sticking with baseball, do you think that this will help the Cardinals to acquire Arenado for next season?
Hey, bro, just let that go. Just.
I mean, I honestly don't think that's on anyone's minds right now. That the front office, that can mean maybe it's more time for the Rangers or the Braves to try to get them too. But I honestly don't think that's on any front office's mind right now.
If anything, the Cardinals see it as more time to get concession items. They ain't worried about players. Come on now. Come on.
The only thing
they on
make
Scotty
that money.
The only thing this is helping with any team in any sport is injury wise. Now we'll have Mike List, or if we actually come back, Jordan Hicks will be able to pitch right away. Just things like that, but that's like that for every team.
And you think about it too, isn't this the last year, or is next year the last year for Dexter Fowler?
I think it's next year.
Okay, so it's pretty much just one less year. If this season doesn't go down, you just still have one less year.
Right.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Do you see Matheny having success in KC?
I mean, they have some pretty good young talent over there, so
no.
he helped us out right away. I mean, but we gave him a winning team right away, but still, I think he'd do all right. I mean, you can't really lose much in the AL Central. You got the Twins that are going to win 100-something games. The Indians went down, but the Tigers aren't going to do anything. So I mean, I don't see how we could do worse than Yost.
Right, that's true. And then switching over,
and like I said, they have lots of young talent.
And then switching over to hockey, sound like they're trying to get to some kind of resolution. Maybe having teams playing in, like in baseball, select stadiums. At first, they're talking about having teams play maybe like in one of the Dakotas, South Dakota, North Dakota, one of those places.
Is there even a team in Dakota?
No.
But
just being,
they don't have a team in anything.
Right.
College.
Right. Probably that.
Right. What's the
North Dakota State?
But
I guarantee you don't know their mascot.
Show the hell no. I ain't even gonna front. It's probably a Dakota.
But Wayne Gretzky was saying that he was getting a lot of news that it could be coming back soon. Do you have a lot of hope that it is going to come back?
I mean, I think Brennan said he saw it was July, maybe. Like I said with baseball, I would love for it to happen, but if they don't get the whole thing, like, is it worth it? But then it sucks because they play more than half of the season, and we don't get to see any type of playoffs, and the Blues try to go back to back, and it's just a tough situation because as a fan, you want to watch it, but you want to watch the full experience.
Right.
And so, and then like if they do this, if they come back in July, say it did what it did last year, where pretty much every round went 7 games, we're not going to have training camp until like late November, early December. So it's just going to move everything back.
Man, that's crazy.
It's just crazy. I don't know how they're going to figure it out, honestly. It's crazy to even think about.
Because it's going to take a few weeks to try to get back in shape.
Yep.
Then you got to play these tough games just to get into the playoffs. Then you got the playoffs.
Then when do you start the next season?
Exactly.
You don't. Everybody take a year off.
Shoot.
What the hell we going to do?
You're going to lose hella money.
Man.
You're going to lose hella money.
Everybody take a year off.
Speaking of
you gotta
speaking of hockey, have you guys been watching the History Made videos every Sunday?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard about it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Got me a little choked up on them. Got me reliving last summer and whatnot. So they're really good. I like them.
Now, what I did check out today actually was on Epics. They had the run to the Winter Classic when the Blues played the Blackhawks, and they were showing the road to that game and also the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Detroit Red Wings. So they had a lot of behind the scenes stuff and leading up to the game and then showing parts of the game too. So that was pretty cool, I thought. But I definitely want to see that that Blues one.
Yeah, we went to the alumni game the day before the Winter Classic one just to try to get the experience of watching hockey at the stadium. So that was awesome. But one of our buddies, he sets up like stages and stuff for concerts in St. Louis, and that selfie that Tarasenko took, that famous selfie he took at the Winter Classic, that guy, he's in the background. It's really funny. So now we just make fun of that photo all the time. Senko and our buddies in the background.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's a legendary photo right there too.
Yep.
And the last thing for me, I heard on 101 ESPN that the Blues extended Marco Bandelli. Your thoughts on that move?
I think it's awesome, and especially because, I mean, I'm still not on Twitter, but Brendan, he showed me the quote from him saying that just as soon as he got here, he fell in love, and the city just, brought him in. So I think it's good, even if it's a small name guy, it's good seeing athletes saying they love St. Louis, and they actually want to be here.
Yep, that's what's up.
Love it here.
I know I asked you this before, but do you see this being can the Blues find a way to keep Petro?
I mean, I think they could find a way, and I think he would want to stay. So, I mean, it would break my heart to see them go without finishing the year and going to the playoffs. So, I mean, I think Army's going to do everything possible that he can. And like I said, I think Petro wants to. He's married to a St. Louis girl. He won the cup here, and I think he wants to stay here.
Yeah, hopefully that they keep him. It sounds like from what they're saying is that it could be possibly between Petro and maybe like Vince Dunn. And I like both of them guys. One is a left-handed shot, one is a righty. And I like both guys. So hopefully it doesn't have to go down to that. Yeah. Or they may have to see about trading Jake Allen.
Which I think they could do that.
I'd be cool with
that. I would hate to see Vince Dunn go just because he's kind of gritty. He's not afraid to throw the gloves here and there. But Petro, you just don't want to lose your captain, so that's what would suck about that.
Yeah. All right, so once again, this is the Platform Sports Talk Show. This has been an incredible show. Once again, shouts out to my cousins, Lawrence and Xavier. It's your boy Smooth, along with
B. Baker.
And Stan, baby.
And on the phone, we have
Jobo.
There we go. So, last segment, the final say. Stan, did you want to say anything?
if y'all are still out here thinking that this COVID-19 is a joke, I need y'all to really reevaluate life, man. It's getting closer than we want to acknowledge. My pastor's family member lost his fight with it. A cousin of mine in New York caught it, and she works in the healthcare field. So, but she was able to quarantine, and she was okay. But you know, the notion that I'm still seeing people post saying black people can't catch it, I don't, and everyone protesting about trying to reopen the city fully, knowing the numbers that we have. I just need y'all to sit back and think, because I feel like you all would not be saying, I know you all wouldn't be saying the same thing if it was your family member in that situation. So just be considerate. Yeah, you not at work, but you know, a lot of other people ain't at work too. Get to know your families. Build your house back up. Get your stuff together.
All right.
This is prime opportunity to do all of that.
Joe, did you have anything you want to say?
Just everyone stay safe, and it was honestly nice to see all three of you guys back on the screen together. I haven't seen that in a little bit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was definitely
all
excited.
4 of us on the same show, finally.
I was definitely saying the same thing, like, man, this feels good.
Yeah, man.
It was weird at first.
Yeah, real life kicking everybody in the teeth.
Right.
Man.
And that's why I told these
Straight
guys.
for the back teeth, like the
Man.
molars. Straight for the back.
Bicuspid.
The lateral incisors to taking them off.
All in the wisdoms.
Right, and that's why, you know, I just want to definitely stress to both of these guys, just thank you, you know, to both of y'all for filling in, whether it's via phone. I know B, you've been here, holding things down as well. So just the teamwork that we have shown throughout these, you know, these hard times. I definitely appreciate y'all. And like I said, to see
Shout
y'all
out to
back
the
here
rain.
again.
That's the only reason I made it tonight.
Yeah, Mother Nature.
Appreciate you, Mother Nature.
Thank you.
I'm probably gonna be backed up for next week for these 4 days in a row, but you know,
Appreciate you, Mother Nature. Things I never thought.
man.
Well, all right, I'm gonna shut up.
Right, cause don't make them mad.
I'm like, ah, well, given the shit-
Stand, reflect, stand, Mother Nature.
No, I was like, I've never heard somebody willingly thank Mother Nature for something.
Hey,
Well, you just heard it tonight.
you just heard her on the platform.
That's gonna catch some of y'all when you get home. Like, when the last
Yeah.
time you willingly thank Mother Nature?
Right.
Because I know y'all be tired of her.
Man. All right, B, you got something?
Yeah, well, mine gonna be kind of what Stan said with the COVID-19. Mine is just try to find positives in this. Like me personally, and I ain't saying this the recipe, this is what I've been doing. Just picking up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Learning new skills, learning new things, you know, dabbling in stuff that you've been wanting to dabble in, reconnect with stuff you wanted to reconnect with. I just think that's the best way to kind of go about it, because, you know, you don't want to just sit around and be angry all the time. This is really going to get your anxiety up. Second thing I want to say is practice words of encouragement in your regular life. You know what I mean? A lot of us could use it. You never know how that's going to affect somebody's day, life, whatever like that. You know, just simple words like, man, you're doing a good job, or I appreciate you, or, you know, good looking out on that, or this, that, and the third. It could be something that small that really just helps somebody out. So that's just my final say on that.
Yeah, and to add on the Stan in regards to people that he know that he lost recently, lost a close friend of mine. Met him through a bowling league, you know, with Coach Jason Betts. Got me onto that league. A good friend of mine, Demetrius, call him Michi. Good dude. He helped build baby girl's crib before she was born. He always checked on her when he saw me post anything about her on social media. He'll ask how she doing. He helped me out moving over here to the house and everything. Really good dude. And COVID took his life away. You know, he had kids and everything, and he was part of a social club. He was a Sigma. So, you know, he had a lot going on, and COVID took his life away. So for people, like you said earlier, man, who keep thinking this is a joke, man, it's far from that. For people who want to be out there going to the beaches and thinking like, oh, the world's back open again, there still hasn't been an answer. There still hasn't been a cure. But people are acting like this is some, like you saw today, people going out to the Capitol in Jefferson City. Let's reopen this, and I don't want to feel like a slave, you know, just doing stupid stuff. But like Stan said, you be the first one saying, "Oh, we gotta take it serious." Now, if you see someone that you know
Yep.
get affected by it,
Yep.
so just to all the idiots, if y'all want to do,
Just enjoy your family.
right,
Exactly.
right,
You know, just
you
Fix your marriages.
you can't make money. You can't use your money if you did.
Exactly. Straight up, man.
Bottom
That's
line.
the realest stuff, man. That's real.
You can't do it. So that's our show next week. Like I said, it just keeps on getting better and better. Next week, this man recently won this past season the Missouri State high school basketball class, I believe class 5. Cardinal Ritter's head coach Ryan Johnson will be on the line. Well, actually, he's gonna be in person. He wants to come on the show.
RJ, what up,
He
man?
wants to be seen. So, Coach Ryan Johnson, from most recently state champions from Cardinal Ritter basketball
CBC
team,
alumni.
he'll be in the getaway. Look
Christian
forward
brothers.
to his story, and we're gonna have a good time, man.
Another left-hander.
Really.
Southpaw's in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
Here you go. So yeah, man, and we'll have part 2 of the recap of the Last Dance. So hopefully this time Stanley will be able to watch.
I'm gonna try to go watch the other part somewhere. I know they probably replaying it.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta,
probably
get,
gonna
you gotta
replay
get that
Sunday.
YouTube TV, man.
it's 2020. They're somewhere out there.
You know they are.
They probably
Fiber
gonna,
balls? Damn.
they probably gonna replay it for 2.
Oh,
They're
man.
an hour long, right?
Yeah.
So they probably gonna take that whole 4-hour span on Sunday.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then on the last day, it's just 10 hours, bro. If you thought you was gonna watch sports on here, I don't know what you thought you was gonna watch. Everything is shut down, but you just gonna watch this for 10 hours.
Might as well.
Marathon.
You ain't doing nothing. Ain't nothing. No.
You ain't doing nothing now. Where you gotta go? You gotta go to the store. Oh, you gotta go to work.
How long your gas station run actually gonna last?
Damn.
Well, you know, if one gas station ain't got what you looking for.
Nah, they don't let you. They don't let you linger around. They get you in and out wherever you go.
Oh yeah.
Hey, bro, what you doing? Get in and go. Come
Hey,
on.
hey,
you got
hey,
people
hey.
outside waiting to
It's
come
a
in.
quick trip by my house. I hate going in there now. I hate it.
It's so weird. Everywhere weird, man.
Everywhere. But once
I
again,
wanted the
everyone,
taquito. They ain't got none.
everyone be safe. Be smart, man. Practice your social distancing. Get a mask if you don't have one.
6 feet.
Don't be stupid.
Right.
Shout out to Ben Hockman. Did y'all see that post he put up?
With
People, it's like people 6, 7 deep, right back to back, directly in front of a sign in front of Forest Park, say 6 feet. And they all huddled up right in front of the dang on sign.
Are they protesting?
Read the post, man. It's funny. Like when you go outside, it's all right to get some fresh air and you see this.
No, let me enjoy some of this fry. I'm going back inside.
right.
Right.
All right, y'all. So the Platform Sports Talk Show.
Yeah.
It's your boy Smooth,
B. Baker.
And stand, baby.
and on the phone
It's showdown.
because it's about
So,
sports.
It becomes our business.
And